Look at those long legs fly.
There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a herd of
What an outstanding competition.
From miles around, best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke.
Holy smokes, that's a lot of horse.
Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky.
Look at that.
Ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to
A hard-running steer, but he handles it.
Welcome to the show. That's perfect.
And here we go.
Hello, Houston. You know what? That's 20 times in a row. Listen to them today. Oh, what a beautiful audience in, a beautiful audience on television outside. We brag on this final day in so many different ways. $2,187,000. You get 2 rodeos for 1. There is so much that's going to happen. Don't anybody get up from your chair to go anywhere except for the fan zone. Boy, let's buck them, and let's buck them hard.
And you know, Bobby T, normally I'd come to you and I'd say, hey, you got to watch this guy, or you got to watch this lady, or this particular competitor because of the matchup with the horse or the bull or the calf. There's too much special in this one, folks. There is so many high-quality cowboys and cowgirls. The one thing I want you to understand, though, is there's no other rodeo that will change their pursuit for a world championship more than Houston. If you win this day, you're going to instantly vault into the top 5 in the world standings, and you'll be there all the way through Reno when the summer run kicks off in June. So this is as big a day as you can have at this part of the season, Randy.
Well, and it'll be even bigger for the bull riders, because in every other competition, we have at least one past champion or reigning Rodeo Houston champion. In the bull riding, there's none of that. It would be a first-time winner in our final competition, and in my opinion, there's no better way to send them off.
Well, I'm excited to see which one of those 10 bull riders wins it. Let's go down to the arena floor for the 4th member of our broadcast team. Hello, Patty Smith.
Hello, Boyd. Yes, I am down here on the star stage where Luke Bryan will be performing in just a couple of hours, but I also have my eyes on a cowboy, and it is in the tie-down roping competition right behind us about to go off. It is Tough Cooper. I could have picked any of these guys. They're all amazing, but Tough is a 14-time NFR qualifier. He's a 4-time world champion, but he has never won Rodeo Houston. We had a chance to ask him what would it take.
Mentally, to win Rodeo Houston is going to require my absolute best. If I stay dialed in for 7 or 8 seconds 2 times on Sunday, that'll give me the best chance to walk away with $50,000.
The other reason I chose Tough is because he goes second to last, so he's going to know exactly what it takes to get this win in advance.
Oh, look at you using strategy and all that stuff, Miss Patty. Thank you. That is a nice little peek inside what could unfold in the tie-down roping. This first event on our final Sunday. Boot Barn brings you the competition. And this is the guy that won it a year ago, John Douch. His win here, he left here with about $55,000, went back home to Huntsville, and then went on to Las Vegas in December for the 2nd time. We can't start it any better. 2 world champions and the #1 guy in the world in Smith, Mayfield, and Webb. And it doesn't get easier after that, that's for sure. But that's a great way to start a tie-down roping with the 4-time and reigning world champion. He is from Belleville, Texas, folks. He's our neighbor down in Austin County, okay? He holds the arena record, shares it. Oh, he knew he drew a runner. So he spanked his horse a little bit to make him run a little harder. Top 4 times advance. That's what you want to be, is one of those 4. And at 10 and 8, gonna leave you a little nervous, I think. He knew that calf would run, Andy, or he wouldn't have spanked his horse the way he did.
No, and the only thing that really has me worried is those bobbles in the middle of the tie as well. I mean, It's one thing to have a calf that runs, Bob, but it's another to make a few mistakes along the way, and that cost him dearly.
Well, when you get in a hurry, you get speed traps, and those speed traps cost you time. Let's see if Chad Mayfield can smooth that out. You know, we've been so proud of this guy because we were proud of his daddy, Sylvester, years ago. 4 times we've seen him at the Wrangler NFR, 1-time world title, but he's number 2 right now. What would that be if you could put $50,000 on the money he's already won, plus an $800,000 career?
Make his travel plans for the summer a heck of a lot easier. 22 years of age, already has a gold buckle. Now, calf ducks off to the right. Gets down to the end of the line, and another mistake. 11 and 8. Now, we could talk about their resume, but I can promise you, when you put a $50,000 payday at the end of it, they still feel the pressure of these moments.
You know they do, and the other thing is it was their job to put pressure on the rest of the field. As the first 2 guys to go, you want to make everybody else run at that barrier. Everybody else feel like they got to take a rap and a hooey to keep up with you. So the job of the first 3 or 4 people to go in any of these contests is to say, look how good you're going to have to be if you're going to beat me. And I'm not sure at 10 and 8 or 11 and 8 we got there yet. Let's go to the number 1 man in the world, Riley Webb, Denton, Texas. All right, the young gun, 19 years old. Now we're there. 9 and 9 moves him obviously into the number 1 spot in the early going.
Now we're talking about young guns. The first guy was 33, then 22, then 19. Now I'm going to take you to a 777 add up. 21 years of age, Bo Cooper. At 155 pounds, standing 6'1", he needs to eat some pasta. 165 is what he weighs, actually. Thank you, boy. The hockey player, like his family, he comes out of the Thurstons and the Coopers and the Shuckbergs. Wow. Wild card is last night ago, yeah. Wild card number 1, Andy.
Trying to get that horse to stand correctly. Everything has to be set and ready. There you go. A quick catch. If he got out from the barrier line, this could be really, really good. Canada's making moves. And the same gesture he made after getting out of the wild card, he sticks that tongue out again like Michael Jordan. That 8 and 5 has him in a pretty decent spot.
Whoa, did you see how fast he got from his horse to that calf? Oh, the Canadian Cooper from Stettler, Alberta. He came in here having won $7,750 thus far. And now he holds the top spot, and we are about to kick a world champion out if Adam Gray can be faster than 11.8.
Well, let's see if this man can do it. Seasoned? Yes. There's your leaders, 8.5, 9.9, 10.8, and 11.8. Adam Gray did it in high school. Adam Gray did it in college. He did it under the banners of the red and black at Texas Tech University, Lubbock. He's a Red Raider. Adam Gray's 39. He'll be the oldest guy to back in the corner as of this moment.
I think that experience and a past champion of Rodeo Houston back in 2012 makes him not only understand this format, but feel comfortable in it. Knows he has a good calf, takes one more swing to set it all up. Calf standing when he gets there. Come on, Red Raider, hustle! Well, the horse starts working a little extra hard, pulls that calf away from him. 11 and 8, but with the tiebreaker, Mayfield is still in the number 4 spot.
So, after we finish this replay, I want to get to Corey Solomon because he's from Prairie View. And folks, at 30 years of age, Corey has won Cheyenne, he's won Calgary, he's won the Snake River Stampede. We've asked him, so what are you going to do 10 years from now when you're done with rodeo? What's next?
Spending a lot of time trying to help kids get to where I am. It wasn't an easy road, but with great family and friends and sponsors, hopefully my roping career leave an impact on somebody else. No matter where you started, you can get there.
Comes from humble beginnings, folks. Corey Solomon, got to be faster than 11.8. A little farther down the pen than he wanted to be, but that's all right. Those fast hands just knocked Shad Mayfield out. He is going to move to the The calf kicks free. He took a rap and a hooey and gambled, and it didn't work because the calf has to stay tied for 6 seconds. So Mayfield remains in. Bobby T, we're down to 4 to go.
Well, we're down now to the oldest. We said Adam Gray was 39. Here's a guy that's 42. It looks 22. Boyd and I've been watching this kid for a long time. He's an athlete. He's an athlete, basketball, football. That's from his high school days. It goes on. Shizawa, already in the season, is 13th in the world standings. There you go, Andy. Good nod now. Ho, ho, ho. Tyler, here's your man.
Trying to keep that calf standing, but get some extra slack in line. Will now have to hustle, and he's going to be too long at 12-6.
Sorry I spoke too soon. All I did was look up. I see him roping. I figured it was going to get better from there.
Well, he was trying to handle his slack to keep that calf standing, but I believe the calf started to run back up the rope, and when that happened, not what Matt needed to advance.
No, and I was rooting for him. I really was. I know we're not supposed to have favorites, but that guy just, it would have been great to have a 42-year-old champion at Rodeo Houston. That would have been awesome. Here's 5'9", 185 pounds, a cowboy, and we knew it a decade ago when he won the Resistol Rookie of the Year award. This is Reese Reamer. Went to college both at Weatherford College and Tarleton State. This is his 11th season as a pro. He's a 3-time national finalist. He got here from Super Series number 4. Got to be faster than 11-8, and it looks like Reese could be faster than 11-8.
Wow.
And now, Mayfield is gone. So one of our world champions is now out. Reese Reamer is now in, and he's basically guaranteed himself an advancement unless one of these two guys is faster than or ties 8-9.
No, he should be guaranteed because he's already second. We only have 2 to go.
Right, so if there's a 3-way tie, there's 2 more 8-9s, then the one with the least amount of money would not advance.
He'd still advance.
You heard what this guy's definition of what to do today. A couple of 7s. Tough, you only got to be in the low 8s. Tough Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a $3.2 million winner of the famous dynasty of the Coopers. Oh, yeah, come on now. Make your hands work. Get him up. Get him out of there. Hot diggity, 10-2.
Yeah, but you see that look on his face, Bob. He's nervous about the time. He wants to make sure the calf stays tied, and he doesn't. The way he strung that calf and then brought them all together at the very end. So many things were coming together well, but the calf gets up before the 6-second kick-free period.
I now follow you. We just sent another world champion to the non-advancing part of the field. There's only one remaining, and he's vulnerable. Caleb Schmidt sits 4th with a 10-8. That is Hunter Heron's measuring stick. The number 14 man in the world has to be, he's got to be faster than 10-8 because if he's not, Caleb Schmidt would win the tiebreaker on money 1. So 10-7 for Hunter Heron. Basically, Cooper, Reimer, and Webb are in. Boa, Reese, and O'Reilly. who will join them. Caleb, and that's Caleb right there helping Hunter.
Catch is good. Now what can you do on the ground? Come on, H. Smooth H. Kick, little bubble. 9-9. He only had to be 10-7.
Yeah, but that's the third or fourth individual that only took one wrap and a hooey, and I don't know if any of them have stayed outside of Riley Webb when he took that gamble. This one's gonna be good. 9-9 for Double H, and the Oklahoma man will get to stick around and rope another one.
Well, as you watch them all look, ride, whip, trying to catch up. He said, run, pockets, run. Watch this rookie on the ground. Watch this world champion go to him. And there is the oops that Andy referenced a couple of times. Adam Gray, you give it your best, buddy. Corey Solomon, I know. Tough, so close. Matt Shizawa, come on back, but look at the smile on the rookie. That's the Canadian at the top of the list. Bo Cooper, Reese Reamer, 10-year veteran. Riley Webb, a rookie. Hunter Heron, the veteran. All of that was brought to you by Boot Barn. Thank you, Boot Barn.
This is the Rodeo Houston Super Series. Here's how it works. We invite 40 of the top competitors in each of our 8 events. They're divided into 5 Super Series. Each one of those events is 3 rounds. When they conclude, the 4 highest money winners advance to one of our 2 semifinals. There are 10 in each of the semifinals. We take the top 4 from semifinal 1 and semifinal 2 and advance them to the championship. The 6 that do not advance from each semifinal get one more chance. They'll go to one of our wild card competitions. The winner of each wild card will advance to the championship. They join the others for a shot at the $50,000. The event winners from each Super Series will receive a 52-quart ultralight cooler from Arctic Outdoors and a custom Les Paul style electric guitar created especially for Rodeo Houston champions. And that's how the revolutionary Rodeo Houston Super Series works.
Stay close. The rodeo action continues from Houston with the bareback riding.
Anyone who knows rodeo knows there's nothing more important than safety. That goes for our fans too. The Crown Royal Riders want everyone to make it home safely. As you enjoy Rodeo Houston, please make sure to always assign a designated driver. Crown Royal wants you to drink responsibly.
We want to say thank you to Valley Sports Southwest. They have broadcast and streamed every performance of Rodeo Houston in our 2023 season and our 91st year. Also a tip of the hat to Telemundo as well as the Cowboy Channel. Thanks so much for airing Rodeo Houston.
Hey, captions if you need them. We'll make it easy for you today, folks. Just point your camera to that QR code. See it on the center screen. It will take you directly to our closed caption mobile app.
Thanks to Cavender's Boot City. They sponsor our hard-working arena crew. They're down in the dirt on the chutes, making it all work behind the scenes.
Oh, they're working hard. She's looking hard, isn't she? She is staring that big screen down. We will find you. There she is. Big crowd at the rodeo as we crown champions on this final Sunday of the 91st season of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Bareback bronc riding is where our attention turns now. Chevron proudly presents it at Rodeo Houston. You'll see this kid today. He's trying to defend his title. He went on not only to win Rodeo Houston, but to become the reigning champion of the world, but he's not alone. J.C. Fields got 6 of those gold buckles. Tim O'Connell's got 3. And they're all after a Rodeo Houston championship today.
2020, this first season for Cole Reiner. He was the Resistol Rookie of the Year. Ever since then, he's done nothing but be one of the best in the world. 3 trips to the national finals. Disco Party, the Calgary horse. They put up some big numbers on this bay. What a mare from the Calgary Stampede. Cole's traveling partner, you're gonna see him in a minute, was 90 points on this horse in Fort Worth. And don't look in your rearview mirror, because Cole Reiner's coming fast.
Boy, that's pretty. That was a nice ride. Get ready for it. It's our first one of the year. 90 points for Reiner. Last year's Super Shootout champ just took advantage of that bald face horse called Disco Party, and he did dance.
All right, you want another one right behind it? Get ready. He's already won $10,000. Keenan Hayes came out of the wild card. Number 2 in the world standings, Colorado's finest young one. Here's an NFR horse from the surveys. Might go to the right. Yes, he is. This is a rematch. Now, he had this horse at San Antonio the other day for 88.5. That's not very far from a 90. Woo! Pretty spur ride. Where are they going? Judges, electron. Oh, they're going to mark him 87. 87. Now, remember, we're going for the top 4.
And how many times, Andy, has 87 won a go in a Super Series? Or won a go in a semifinal or wild card round?
But I'm ashamed to say that 87 has me nervous as to whether it will advance. 5 times the champion at Houston, 6-time world champion Casey Field, Guardian Angel, the Sorrel Steed underneath him. They've been as high as 90 on this one. I bumped into him in the parking lot, fellas, and I said, Casey, are you ready to ride? He said, yeah, I'm putting my quarters in him. I'm gonna see how far he takes me.
I think he put a $2 quarter in him this time. Look at the kick on this horse. And the machine that we call him. He delivered. Okay, folks, 1 less than the leader. 89 points. Woohoo! You're watching a bucket horse riding.
Can we keep this up? I mean, 90, 87, 89. Woo, this is good. Watch it. Now let's go to a young gun named Jaco Roper. 21 years old, 5'9", 155 pounds.
Hey, Steph, give me a little bump.
He wants his rigging pulled a little tighter.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
How do you top those scores right there?
Well, you can put a 91 on him for Jaco. Remember the first few times we saw him?
90 all day.
We called him a rookie. This kid's become a veteran at a very young age at 21.
It's number 6 in the world.
Already?
Yeah, having a good year. Night Delta is the horse from the Pickett Company.
They're talking him up. They were 93.5 on this horse on the 4th of July in Pecos, Texas.
The 21-year-old says, fuck 'em. That's what they'll do. Stay in the middle, Jaco. The degree of difficulty on the horses you are watching, they are some of the best in the world. This paint horse has a lot of power underneath the Oklahoma Cowboy. Change of direction. I mean, look at how high this horse is kicking. Getting up in the air. 84.5 is now the cut line for Mr. Roper.
Every time you look at a name and then you pull your finger across your page to the horse, you go, oh my God, this is gonna be good. Leighton Berry, number 3 in the world. The horses pick at Shady Nights. They've been bucking loads of points on this horse.
Oh my. Help Houston, help a little, let's help a lot. Did you see the gap in those pink shafts at the end of that second jump? Look at that.
This is so fun to watch, but you have to be so meticulous in your judging. Another great horse. Layton does a great job. 88 points, goes to 3. 88 would win so many other rodeos, but right now it's third.
87 is on the verge of being kicked to the curb. This is insane how good this is, and it's about to get even better. Tim O'Connell. Three-time champion of the world on second thought. This is the horse they won Denver with an 89.5. Three-time champ of the world. 31 years old now, his 9 times to the national finals. His 11th year as a professional bareback rider. Look at him roll those feet all the way up to the handhold and then beat the horse to the ground on the front end. Is it enough? No, it isn't. By a half point. 86.5 for Tim O'Connell.
Let me put you in a reality point in life if you've got kids. The next guy, Chad Rutherford, he's got 2 little ones and they play with frogs. Well, Daddy's got to play with the freckled frog today. That's the bucking horse underneath there, Daddy. They've been 90 on this horse, boys. Won a round at San Antonio on this mare with an 89.5. That kind of a score again will get you in the top 4.
I did not know that his kids played with frogs, Bob.
They're the cutest little boogers.
That's the hard-hitting journalism that we've really been missing.
Along with the fact that they're cute little boogers.
Every night he pushes them in here. Let your muscles get a hold of him. Easy. He's a Texan, Houston. Oh, the frog's doing his thing. Maybe.
They did their homework putting this pen of horses together, and they have brought some of the best. Freckled Frog of Pickett Pro Rodeo going straight down the pen. An honest effort from the horse, an honest effort from the cowboy. But as crazy as it sounds, 85 points is not enough to advance Chad Rutherford.
All right, Boyd. Hello, Andy. What have we been talking about since the wild card yesterday? This Sam Peterson. Everybody in Montana watching him today, Rod Lyman included. This is the hottest new hotshot in the world in a rematch from Denver. This is William Wallace, Dirty Doc to the right. Woohoo! Well, to all the family members that are having watch parties, you be proud of this young man. He's a god wink to us.
His uncle won this rodeo back in 1985 in the Astrodome, but 81 points will not be enough for the 19-year-old to move on out of the 10 round.
So, Richie Champion from the Woodlands originally, we asked him, what do you think when you're in the chute?
It's impossible to stay in time with a bucking horse if you're thinking, so clear your mind, trust that your body's going to do what it knows how to, and go have some fun.
Just push on her, Dougie. Oh.
This is a rematch. He had this horse in San Antonio 2 years ago. Was 87.5 there in the Alamo City. He needs to do that here. Oh, yeah. He was fast with those feet. He spurred him twice on one jump. Right there. That's being aggressive. But at 82.5, we're not going to get Richie to our final 4. So it's very curious that 4 out of our first 5 rides are sitting in the number 1 spot, and they've only been moved once.
But the final guy to go is our defending champion and the defending world champion. Jess Pope of Waverly, Kansas, just crossed the $1 million mark last week. He's got a paint horse called Dream Machine that they were 91 points on here a year ago.
Kim? Okay, the camera can get in. You want him to get smashed?
Ho, ho, ho.
Every one of these cowboys has been consistent. They want to get out.
Well, and people are thinking that's crazy. Do you think that horse is going to listen to you? Yeah, they do.
Do you like her, Chuck? You like her?
He's talking to the flank man, Chuck Kite. He said that's how he is. Has to be more than 87 to advance. To win it for the 2nd year in a row. Nice little circle around to the left. But will it be enough? Needs 87 to move on, and he'll be 83.5. So not enough for our defending champion, Jess Pope.
Well, trust me, he's a young man. He's only 24 years old. He's not going anywhere. He'll be back. In the meantime, folks, you need to understand that this is called the most physically demanding contest in the sport of rodeo. You're looking at 12 to 1,500 pounds of bucking horses, and you're taking it all on the end of your arm and hoping that your feet will help hold you into position from jump to jump and from wreck to wreck. They love it when the crowd's behind them. They can feel it when things go right. And they give credit where credit's due, whether they're first or last. It's just simply the cowboy way. And another thumbs up from the king of bareback bronc riding cowboys. Today, though, it's Cole Reiner's turn to steal all the cookies in the cookie jar. 1 point better than Casey, 2 points better than Leighton, 3 better than Keenan. Thank you to Chevron for bringing us the bareback riding.
Hey, hey, don't move. Team Roping is up next.
Hey, rodeo fans, join today's Chick-fil-A Houston Selfie Race. 3 lucky fans will battle it out across Houston, making their way to the finish line right here in NRG Stadium. Here's how to play. Step 1, take a selfie, and here's the best way. Step 2, upload your selfie on Twitter or Instagram using the hashtag RodeoHouston.
Welcome to
The race will take place in just a few minutes, so send in your selfies now.
Welcome to the show.
I want to say thank you to Houston Methodist. They're our official health care providers for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and supporters of Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine that care for our cowboy athletes.
It's autograph time at the Fan Zone, presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. You can meet some of our Rodeo Houston athletes. There's some of the tie-down ropers up there. Our bullfighters, Leon Coffey, Rodeo Royalty. There's Miss Rodeo Texas and Miss Rodeo America. We have 2 of them, sections 103 and 124. You can also pick up a Rodeo Houston belt buckle.
Hey, everybody look up. Oh, it's It's good to be on the front row at Rodeo Houston, and that's exactly where they are. Especially when you're going to watch the best in the world in team roping. Top 10 out of the 40 we invited are here, thanks to Mrs. Baird's and KHOU TV 11. The 4 best will advance to our shootout round. Last year, Trine and Long advanced and won over $100,000 as a team. Again, like I said in the open, there's just so much talent, it's tough to single anybody out. Chad Masters has got a world title, so does Wesley Thorpe and Jeremy Bueller, just to note a couple of them.
All right, let's go with Coy Rollman. Everybody in Elsinore, Missouri, be looking up. They got a party watching their boy today. Jonathan Torres, Ocala, Florida, from Andy's backyard, would have been the healer.
Well, as we stated earlier in the tie-down roping, in these timed events, the first few teams and or athletes, depending on the discipline, have to set the pace. Levi Simpson, 2016 world champ, teaming up with Corey Hendrick, who got here after winning the rodeo in Hempstead, Texas.
It's scary how much that Corey looks like his dad, John.
He's on the left of your screen riding the sorrel horse. That's the healer.
It's Mama Sherry. And it's one brother that he roped with plenty of times. But now, Simpson and Hendrick. Alberta, Canada, and Beat Eyes, Texas. And here we go. Remember, the first 2 teams are supposed to put pressure on everybody else. And now that pressure is getting a little lighter. Instead of having to beat 10, you only got to beat 8.
Well, we'll mix it up with Alabama and California. Nelson Wyatt, number 2 in the world standings in the head end. Justin Davis, number 7. That's Alabama. Here's Northern California. Woo! 5'9". All right, Boyd and Andy both, and me, would say somebody's got to set the bar. We had to wait 3 teams to do it. The bar has been set.
So Corey Kidd and Lane Mitchell will now have a rebuttal. Statesville, North Carolina, and Boulevard, Tennessee, Southeastern Circuit men. One Red Bluff and Spanish Fork a year ago. Both of them looking for their first berth to the National Finals Rodeo. Let's try and help them get there. Tally off! 6 and 4 for the team that came out of last night's wild card.
So with 6 teams left to go, 2 out of these 6 will advance. My question to you, Mr. Tallman and Mr. Seiler, is the 6-4 that Kidd and Mitchell just recorded going to be fast enough to get them in the shootout round?
In my opinion, no.
In my opinion, it might be last.
Might be the
here's why I
bottom
say
hole.
that. There's a lot of guys that have already shown this is not the round to make a mistake. Our first 2 with misses.
Marcus Theriault, Cole Curry. Here's a chance to be faster than that 6'4". Oh, not just faster than the 6'4". They're going to take the lead with a 5.5. And after the first 2 bumps in the road, things are starting to smooth out.
All right, boys. That fast run makes the next guys make mistakes. You make mistakes, you ride the line, you throw maybe too early. Get him, Andy.
The 2-time world champion Chad Masters, past Rodeo Houston champ back in 2008. Trey Yates, a collegiate champ, 3-time qualifier to the national finals. Watched him win the Las Vegas days back in November before the NFR. Come on, guys. Catch 2. Oh, not able to stop the clock on the back end. No time for that team. Still looking for our 4th qualified time.
If Boyd had 3 picks, this next team would be one of them. Why? They're number 6 in the world. They're NFR qualified 10 times between them. Young and aggressive, Cody Snow from Southern California.
And Wesley Thorpe, a world champ. They're consistent. They ride great horses. They've roped a lot together. So you just got to bet they're going to. Oh, and the world champ. That's a long ride out of this arena, folks. If you could make it a little shorter for Wesley, I know he'd feel a little bit better. Thank you.
There's that 5-5 that I mentioned a moment ago, and I'm not throwing that out to hurt anybody.
No, but maybe we got him too riled up. Let's just breathe. Ren Richard and Jeremy Bueller. World champ to the heel side. Millionaire on the horns. That's what we wanted. 5.8. And now Mr. Tallman's premonition has him perspiring just a bit.
Well, a premonition is one thing. If he actually puts some money on it, then he'd sweat. There's nothing to sweat here. If we knock out the 6-4-5, it's just like, oh, well, no skin off of my hide. Right?
Right.
What's your premonition on this team?
Catch. Right there, champ. Woohoo!
Bye-bye 6-4. Folks, you just watched Tanner Tomlinson and Patrick Smith. That is a 2-time world champion healer right there, and he did his job as good as it could be done. 2 5.9s in third and fourth, Andy, with one team to go.
Tomlinson and Smith are on the cut line because of the tiebreaker. So Brenton Hall and Peyton Bray, based on their earnings, I believe a 5 and 9 would tie them to advance. But let's not worry about the tiebreaker. Let's just be faster than you need to be. 5 and 7, and now Hall and Bray of Oklahoma and Texas will see you in the Final Four.
Well, you can see the ups and downs. 1 no time, then in the 5s. 2 no times in the early 5s. They're all riding out, watching their runs on our big screen. This is how you approach them. Watch the loop. Perfect sizzle. That's the way you handle your slack, dally and leave. That's the way you lay the trap. And not always will it catch. OMG is what he's texting now. Terry Owen Curry. Nice job, guys. Hall and Bray, you're in. Richard and Bueller. Wyatt and Davis. All of that was brought to you by Mrs. Baird's and KHOU 11.
The event that was the foundation of our sport is next. Saddle bronc riding when we return.
Wondering what to do after the show? Head outside to a one-of-a-kind beer garden and enjoy the official beer of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo at the Miller Time Bar. Discover a unique rodeo oasis. Come unwind with a hard seltzer or beer at the Topo Chico Hard Seltzer's backyard. And if you've worked up an appetite, head on over to the ranch for a casual or fine dining experience. So stick around. There's plenty to do and something for everyone at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Captions are available on your mobile device at rodeohouston.com/captions, or just take a picture of the QR code on the screen and it'll take you straight to our closed caption mobile app.
All right, who does all the work in here before and after? It's our arena crew. There they are. And they are sponsored by Cavender's Food City. There isn't anything that they don't touch once or twice before the show. They even handle a sheep for the mutton busting. Woo! There's a couple of mutton busters.
Don't you know that sugar is going to put them on some high octane before this night is done? Oh, they'll have to take them to the carnival to wear them out. That one's a little young for cotton candy. Outside, you could get hooked by a bronze bull if you wanted to. Get your picture taken outside Energy Stadium. Inside NRG, as Andy referenced, the classic event. Saddle bronc riding and energy transfer are the people who brought it to Rodeo Houston. Sage Newman, he's out in this night as well. Newman was 93 points a year ago, so he's going to try to win back-to-back titles, but he's got a couple of world champions in Zeke Thurston and a Ryder Wright that he better keep his eyes on.
One of the standouts from our first semifinals was Brody Kress. That's how he advanced to tonight.
Push on her again.
Tokyo Bubble.
We need to get that underneath her. Push again. Oh, she step up.
The big gelding from the Calgary Stampede. They were 88 points at the NFR on this horse. Snappy trip this afternoon. Love the way this guy spurs. Three-time champ at Cheyenne, three-time NFR champion. 83 points for Brody. Now we'll have to sit back and wait.
Well, there'll be a lot of people waiting. Jack Roddy, I know you're watching your neighbor right there today. That gentleman, three-time champion of the world in the bulldogging in the 60s, Mr. Roddy. Kate Bruno showed up from Chalice, Idaho, about 5 years ago as a rookie. He's only 22 and he's already 5th in the world standings. This horse, Alpha Dog of the Cervies, they win a lot of money on this horse. Wade Sundell was 87 on him the other day.
That was in Nampa. This horse, they buck him in the barebacks and the broncs, Bob, and you and I both know that horses buck differently under a saddle than they do a rigged. And there's a rare few that are really good in both, but Alpha Dog is certainly one of those.
Well, if it works, he's right-handed on his rein. This horse ought to circle back to the right. Here he comes. Look at Bruno, spur, spur. Now, Andy, I know we didn't start off with the 90s and the 89s in this like we did the bareback ride, but it's a different pen of horses, different execution.
But the degree of difficulty is there. 86.5 for Bruno. Nice work. So half the score comes from how the cowboy rides, the other half from the degree of difficulty with the animal underneath you. That's how we get those numbers.
So just for the record, here's the ages of your bronc riders: 27, 22, 23, 25, 24, 26, 28, 25. This guy's 36. This is his 18th year riding professionally, a 7-time national finalist, and he's got a Stay Smith bucking horse called Dance Hall Dreamer. Port Shear had this horse a week ago in Arlington at the American and posted 87 points. Be great to see Isaac cash in at Rodeo Houston.
I'm going to agree with you, Boyd. He deserves a win like this. Born and raised in Florida, now lives in Desdemona. Whoa, buddy, pretty long-legged pitch. He and his pretty wife, Brittany, are raising kids on a ranch.
I'd say that jump right there, Bob, bucks a lot of people off. But Isaac's done this long enough. He's not normal. 81 points for the talented Texan. It's a great guy. You won't meet a better person. Eckville, Alberta's Ben Anderson.
One more time.
Be the next man to go. Got a Pete Carr Pro Rodeo horse called Toma Joe. The number 15 man in the world. Just won Jackson, Mississippi a few weeks ago. Stands 5'11", 155 pounds.
He rode the horse called Ragin' Lunatic over in Jackson at the Dixie Nationals.
They were 88 points on this horse in San Antonio, making Ben earn it. You know, boys, it's harder to get a bronc rein measurement on a horse, too, that throws its head in so many different directions.
And this horse does bob his head a little bit. The other thing he does is he kind of bucks sideways a couple of jumps. When you're trying to chase the front end, that's really tough to do when a horse goes sideways on you. Never weaken Ben. How about this? Canada goes to number 1, 88 points, and Anderson is the top dog at Rodeo Houston for the moment.
All right, boys, we've been bragging about Sage Newman from Millstone, Montana, a lot in the last 15 days. He is 3rd ranked in the world. Twice he's been to the big show in Vegas.
He's good right
This horse
Good?
should circle right.
Go ahead.
Here he comes. Nice fade. That's good for the bronc rider. Now, Zeke Thurston was 87.5 on that horse at the NFR. Oh, that's so pretty, Say. So pretty.
Well, the number he was staring down for the moment is 81 in order to put him in the top 4. He's going to beat that by a lot. 90 points for Newman.
I was sitting here going, oh, he had spurred over his rein like 4 times. I mean, he was, look, they'll tell you the bronc ride, the money's in the mane. The higher you can get up into the mane of that horse, and this guy's feet were set so high, each jump of that ride, I just had the feeling something big was coming, and it was. 90 points. Let's go to 24-year-old Riggin.
Okay, Riggin Smith. At the age of 24 that Boyd alluded to, he's in the top 50. But you watch this long-haired kid and Wild Jerry, Calgary Stampede. Oh my God, look at the kick, look at the kick. Woohoo! Boy, you want to fly your first airplane, that's the flight you want to take.
The only thing that has me concerned, though, Bob, it was a great ride, but watch this left foot. 2 jumps right here. That left foot hangs. And the judge on the left, I can promise you noticed that. 75.5, and Riggin will not be moving on.
I'd like to see if they mark that horse, Boyd.
If you don't know Zeke Thurston, you would know that he's pretty calm. And we asked him, how do you stay so calm before you ride?
You know, I'm big on the basics. You can't beat anybody else if you beat yourself. So you just dance with the one that brought you and go do your best.
That's a great line. You can't beat anybody else if you beat yourself. This is the 3-time and reigning world champion.
She'll lead like this, Chuck? Yeah, he'll lead.
And this is the great Ricky Bobby.
Tip her head up. Open the slide up. Just leave it open. Just leave it open, that mare up there. Just get him right.
Come on, bub.
There we go.
I wish I had 10% of the money they've won on this one. Every great bronc rider in the world has gotten rich as this horse circles to the left. That's the famed Ricky Bobby, another NFR horse from Survey Championship Rodeo. See that head tuck? Earlier, Andy was pointing out one of those other horses was throwing its head all the way up. This one tucks his head down between his knees each jump. That affects the bronc rein. Hey, 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 88 points. And Zeke is in the top 3.
Now, I think the clap of the hands has to do with he knows there's 3 guys to go. Maybe one will make a mistake. And the worst, he could be his 4th, the worst.
Here is Ross Griffin, Western Texas College standout, 26-year-old who made it out of our second wild card just a day ago with an 89-point ride. This guy won Estes Park, Colorado a year ago. Lies There's a J. The horse from the Cervies. Colorado horse under a New Mexico lad. What a great pen of saddle broncs. You can't ask for a horse to do much more than that one. Black horse kicking straight up and down. Griffin trying to keep the rhythm. 85 points is a point and a half shy.
It's all right, Ross. You made a name for yourself in this building, and you'll be back for sure. Ross Griffin from Tularosa, New Mexico. Now, if your name's Cade Bruno and you're 22 years old and you're sitting fourth to make it to the shootout round at Rodeo Houston, and there's just 2 guys to go, but their names are Chase Brooks and Ryder Wright, are you a little nervous?
Yes. Yes, and also for the horse of State Smith's that he's got called Cancun Moon. Stetson Wright's been in the high 80s on this horse. So can Chase Brooks. You know, for just a youngster in 28, he's won over $1 million. Doing exactly what you're going to watch him do. Oh, that'll horse changes his head. Started up, now he's holding it nice.
Those first 2 jumps were yuck. But after that, this horse really turns out to be a really nice horse to get along with. There's the head movement you were talking about. But right here, he looks a lot more user-friendly than he did from the other angle. Wow. He did it. 87.5. Brooks is now in the top 4. And Bruno is going home. He's a point shy.
One of the biggest surprises of our athletes that don't have a Rodeo Houston title is this man. 2-time world champion Ryder Wright has to be 88 points to advance. He is the last of the Wright family still alive in our Super Series competition. Got a national finals bucking horse named Pretty Woman.
Be a champ, Ryder.
Only I could have
Stay
met
back
Julie.
and lift. Gas it. Gas it. Gas it.
There's the start. It's 88 or bust. Come on, Ryder. You see the brothers on the back of the chutes cheering him on. And you can see how nervous they are.
You saw the roll of the eyes. Did he make it? Did he make it? Close, but no cigar. He's a point and a half shy of tying. 2 points, not. 86. 86. Let him smile, folks. With your hands, let him smile. Thank you. When you look at that young college rookie talking smack, you look at this Idaho superstar. Oh, look at this world champion. There's Ben Anderson. I think he's the toughest guy in this business. Ladies and gentlemen, the higher they jump, the better they buck, the better you ride. And with that support system, you're supposed to win. There's a tip of the hat to you. I hope you enjoyed it. Sage Newman, Montana at the top. Ben Anderson, the Canadian. Canadian again with Zeke and Chase Brooks. They were in Montana. All of that was brought to you by Energy Transfer.
The big boys of steer wrestling will be next to try and advance here in Houston.
Hey, rodeo fans, join today's Chick-fil-A Houston Selfie Race. 3 lucky fans will battle it out across Houston, making their way to the finish line right here in NRG Stadium. Here's how to play. Step 1, take a selfie, and here's the best way. Step 2, upload your selfie on Twitter or Instagram using the hashtag RodeoHouston. The race will take place in just a few minutes, so send in your selfies now.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's time for entertainer trivia. Answer the question on the big screen correctly for a chance to win season tickets to the 2024 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Everybody loves a good photo opportunity. Here's a great place to get one. The Fan Zone, presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance at sections 103 and 124. You can also see our championship saddles at both locations. Even pick up a Rodeo Houston belt buckle.
There's Tuff Cooper. He's up there signing. So again, that's when you, Bobby T. I didn't know they sold puppets to you. That is cool right there.
Redhead.
Hi there. Oh, that's cute. And inside the arena, it's going to go from cute to big, burly, and brutal. Steer Wrestling, the big man's event, sponsored by a mattress firm at Rodeo Houston last year. Hunter Cure, the Texas Tech Red Raider, two-time champ of the world, finally scratched Houston off of his bucket list of things to win. Wagasback is the reigning world champion, and he's the blinking light on that list of cowboys there. But there's a lot of talent, even if they don't have a gold buckle.
First one to scratch the surface, Keachai, Louisiana's Jacob Talley. Number 3 man in the world.
Here's the word on the cattle. These aren't the best ones, these aren't the worst ones.
I think he may have gotten the barrier, and they're telling us he did, so it will be 15-9. Now let's explain the barrier to you. They have to give the cattle a little bit of a head start. And you see the rope on the neck of the steer is what trips it. So if his horse goes through it before the steer trips that device, it's a 10-second penalty. No judgment call needed, it's all mechanical.
All right, who do you want to go with now? The 27-year-old?
Yep.
6'1", 230 pounds. National finalist, Cody Devers.
No, don't do
Get that horse set.
Hold on, Cody.
Cody came out of Super Series number 3. He's won $6,250 since he got to the Bayou City. You just saw with Jacob Talley how important the start is. So setting your horse correctly is part of that start. You see how that the horse is just not kind of wanting to angle toward the pin on the barrier. There you go. I believe he got out. Cody and 6-1 for the Balco, Oklahoma talent. And all he can do is kick back and see if 8 other guys can place faster than 6-1.
Our wild card last night, fellas, was wild. It lived up to its name. And the next man you're going to witness qualified from said wild card.
With a 10.2.
I would have lost some serious cash on that one. Stephen Culling, Fort St. John, British Columbia, almost slipped the inside horn, but holds it all together for a 6-6.
All right, if you don't include the penalty for Talley, you're in the long 5s and early 6s.
See that horn going into his belly right there? That's why you see the grimace on that face.
It's a do-it-yourself appendectomy.
Mamou, Louisiana, Rowdy Parrott. Yeah! Good job, Rowdy. Rowdy Parrott with a smile and a point. Oh, he's not the biggest guy here, but he uses technique to his advantage. And when he comes back with a left uppercut, that steer was going down. Oh, way to go, Rowdy. He's now the #1 cat daddy right here, 4.8.
All right, we got inside information on these cattle. Stetson Jorgensen knows it better than we do. Here's the winner from Dodge City, from Idaho. Oh! That old steer was on his belly. Judge says you gotta roll him over cleaner than that. There you are. That's unfortunate when he didn't need it in the long round to get to the short 4.
14-6, currently number 4, but right there you can see that steer was hanging a leg, so he had to get him back up. That's why it took the extra time. J.D. Struxness, number 13 in the world. Won a collegiate title back in 2016 for Northwestern Oklahoma State University. That's a gunfighter's mustache.
Yeah, you know, sometimes he shaves it off and sometimes he grows it back. And when things are going good, he leaves it on. If he has a bad day, he'll shave it off. He's had it the whole week. 2 weeks he's been in Houston. You see him slap that steer to try to get him to slow down? And that 6-1 is going to tie him. And now all the penalties are gone. You now have to be clean. 4-8, 6-1, 6-1, and 6-6.
Bob, I believe there are certain people that you meet in your life that are built to do something. And I believe that's true about the next man.
Well, under 6 foot, I'll say middleweight at 230, 240. Good shape, a 4-time champion of the world, and he's won it because of his compactness.
I think he's been winning because of his athleticism. I don't think he goes at 230 or 240. I think he's more about 215, 220. I agree with you on his height. But Bareback is an athlete, folks. He's one of the best athletes we have in rodeo. And you need to be athletic in order to handle big cattle like this.
He's a Houston champion, trying to do it again. Woohoo! 5'3". Well, I'll put him in the number 2 spot. He's got $4,000 won coming in, T-Wag. I know they're watching you at home today. 5'3".
Well, one Cajun will definitely advance. Maybe 2 if Wag can hold on. Jesse Brown of Baker City, Oregon, the other wild card qualifier. Number 2 in the world. Just won San Antonio. Could you imagine winning 2 of the largest Texas rodeos in the same season?
Oh, I could. Nice haze! What a great haze! Will it pay off? It won't. At 6-6, he's a hair too long, but you know what? You got to give his hazer. Is that Clayton or Will? I can't tell. It's Curtis Cassidy. And he bumps that steer over, so Jesse has a chance. Unfortunately, he's a half second too long, and in this game, half seconds a matter.
He rides Curtis's horses, so Curtis can haze.
I'll wake him up.
Clayton Haas. He's got a couple of brothers the same size as he is. The first time I ever saw him, he was in a wild cow milking in Fort Worth, Texas. He can rope, he can ride, and ride a bronc if he needs to. 30th in the world. This Parker County, Weatherford, Texas guy needs a break, Andy, right now.
Well, he has to be 6-1, Bob, to get that break. Be even faster and make it easier on yourself. Hard running steer for the 39-year-old. Come on, Clayton. Oh, a slow fall. The steer does not whip around as quickly as he needs him to. Falls right down the line of his backbone, and 6-3 will be just too long for the millionaire from Weatherford.
And that would lead us to a 6'1", 200-pound Hermiston, Oregon bulldogger by the name of Dalton Massey. He's currently number 6 in the world. He won a round in Tucson. What are they? Lost. The Party of the Cowboys in Tucson every February. Oh, and he delivers. If he's clean at the line, he just kicked J.D. Struxness out, and Dalton Massey is in. 2 4.8s at the top of the board. A 5-3, Devers wins the tiebreaker with Struxness. And kids, that turned out to be really good watching.
Well, they call it steer wrestling for a reason. I occasionally will fall aboard that it's cattle tackling. Reach across, trying to tell that steer, I'm here, I'm here. When you drop down in the middle, you got to reach across from the lower position. Now you got to change your strategy. Whoa, T-Wag. Handful of dirt, handful of horn, grit and pull. Jesse Brown, I understand, buddy. I understand. Dalton Massey, proud of you. Here we go. Well, that's Sid Britt's grandson right there with a 4.8 at the top. Massey Parrott, Waggus back. Cody Devers. That's going to be good watching in the short round. Mattress Firm, thank you.
The Cowgirls of the Barrel Racing and the WPRA are next to go in NRG Stadium.
Make the most of your day at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. After the concert, take a fast trip on a wild ride or relax and enjoy a bird's eye view of NRG Park outside at the carnival. Relax in the Champion Wine Garden presented by Frost Bank and raise your glass with award-winning wines from around the world. Kick up your boots and dance to live music in the Hideout every night from 6 p.m. till midnight. The Hideout, presented by Jim Beam, is designed especially for rodeo fans over 21. So stick around. There's something for everyone at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Check the screens for the answer to the trivia question. The winner will be announced today.
Hey, dude. Everybody look at the big screen right now. Hey, dude, cowboy cam. Folks, that's Leon Coffee, and I'm talking about Hey Dudes, the shoes. The most comfortable shoes you could ever wear. Every once in a while, you want to slip them on just to give your boots a break. Yeah, then you could run like Leon away from the barrel. Hey, dude. Oh, there's some Hey Dude horns. Oh, I'm glad y'all are having fun. Leon, thank you for the Hey Dude cowboy cam.
All right.
Welcome back to NRG Stadium on our final Sunday of Rodeo Houston. Time now for the horse race and the Cowgirls in the barrel racing. S&B Engineers and Constructors probably sponsor this competition. You'll see her second gunner tonight, Jordan Briggs, a world champion and the reigning Rodeo Houston champion on her famed horse Rolo. And Maury, who is also a Rodeo Houston champ. Morgan, and way down there at the bottom, the reigning world champion barrel racer, Haley Kinsel.
The lady that will break our maiden in the barrel racing tonight is Jessica Routier. Buffalo, South Dakota, the winner of wild card number 2. Beautiful Palomino gets around the first. 2 barrels up. The third one, now it's just a straight line to stop the clock. 14:63. Solid start for the ladies.
That's got to be in the top 10 fastest times. Nice job, Jessica. Here comes the reigning champion, Jordan Briggs, a world champion. But Houston a year ago today, can she do it again on Rolo? Her mother is a 3-time champion of the world, Christy Peterson. Now Rolo, run. 14:73. That's only a 10th off the lead.
There's got to be a top 4. Sissy Wynn knows that. Number 4 in the world, Corpus Christi, Texas. In and around that right-hand turn. Did I tell you that she graduated from Texas A&M? If there's any Aggies out there, ride with Sissy. as she heads north, 1475. That's top 3.
Dublin, Texas's Cassie Mowry, champion here in 2017. Won San Antonio earlier this season. Checks up at the first. It's still standing. You need to keep going. Second turn looks good, Miss Mowry. The number 6 cowgirl in the world will slip down at the third. Friends, the horse is okay. Cassie's okay. Thank you. 20 and 79 for Cassie.
All right, we're nearing the middle of the pack. Here's your 5th one to run, Sarah Rose Wagaspack. We've been bragging on her husband in the bulldogging. Twice she has been to the big show, the Wrangler NFR. There's a T-Wag to walk her in right there. Oh, I like to see the easy approach. Let old Roni run now. Good. This lady will lean out over them barrels. Get on with it. 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Houston, you go to the line with her. 15:07. That puts her in the 4th place spot.
Sometimes they'll say if you're watching a football game, you should take your eyes off the ball and just watch the trenches, the offensive, defensive line. So as we rate, in order to keep the ground even and steady for the next 5 barrel racers, I want to challenge you on our next gunner in the barrel racing. Don't watch the horse, just watch the lady's hands and the reins. Okay, just focus on the hands and the reins, because that's her steering wheel. And that's when she is putting on her blinker. That's when she's letting that horse know to be ready to turn. There's so much that happens with that left and right hand when you're maneuvering around 3 barrels. So if you really want to appreciate the jockey and the horsemanship, sure, they've got to be balanced in the saddle. Absolutely. But at the same time, their communication with their animal all comes through the reins that they're holding in their left and right hand. So as we get ready to watch Shelly Morgan, she's a Texas cowgirl. She is an NFR champion. She's an American champion. She's won Pecos. She's won Greeley twice. But this time, instead of watching that big red horse and that lady in blue, focus on those hands, because a lot goes on. See how she's pushing him off that barrel for the first turn? Now watch her. Right hand, both hands. Now the left only. Keeps it off the barrel again. One more to get around, and now watch her push him forward. Good driving by Shelly Morgan. The jockey records a 14.88, and that's 4th now, which will leave her vulnerable with 4 to go.
Boyd, I want to compliment you on your explanation on that. I'm going to look at the barrel race from now on through different eyes. Good job, bud.
Grand Forks, North Dakota, that's the hometown of Molly Otto. Semifinals number 2 is how she got here. Former qualifier to the national finals, Rodeo. Come on, get that Palomino pony going. 14.66. That puts her number 2. 3 more to sweat.
All right, let me go to South Dakota. Sissy's on the chopping block at a 14.75. Here's Summer Cosell. This lady holds the record at Cheyenne in that big arena. Can you do it again, Summer? Hurry! 14.90. 14.90. Got a little deep in it.
Well, we're going to turn to a nurse who graduated from the University of South Alabama. 3-time national finalist. Wenda Johnson, Pahuska, Oklahoma. Gunning for that 14.75. I'm a little worried on that first barrel if she covered too much real estate. 14.75 or faster, and 15.28 will not be what Wenda tried to get done. Just a little wide on that first corner.
Final cowgirl to go in the barrel racing is a 4-time world champ by the name of Haley Kinzel. I would say the only rodeo she hasn't won is this one. And in order to advance, she needs to beat a 1475. A collegiate champ for Texas A&M University. On the Palomino horse she calls Sister. Can the two come together to beat 1475? Go, Sister, go! And by 9/100ths of a second, she is just off the pace. That is 5th. We only take 4.
Well, there's only one way to watch a horse race. I always watch the horse. So appreciative of Jessica Roots here and old Palomino. But folks, what Boyd said a minute ago, you ride them with your feet in a light spur. You bring them to the party with a left rein. And then you drive them home with a loose rein. That's Sarah Rose Wagasback. She didn't make the cut, but Jessica, Molly, Jordan, and Sissy are going to take all the money to go to the short round. I say thanks to SNB engineers and constructors.
We have a great cowgirl theme going, so we'll go right into the breakaway roping. Thank you to Oxy for bringing it to us. And a talented field that includes this lady. The reigning champion. She won it the first year we held breakaway roping. And you will see Aaron Johnson tonight. But look out for the Angeloni sisters. World champions Hampton and Crawford. We have a stacked deck of cards for our breakaway roping.
And we start with the reigning world champion. Number 9 in the world, Martha Angeloni. From Virginia originally. You'll see her little sister Sarah in a couple more runs. Her job, set the pace, make everybody sweat, and she does. Okay, to steal a line from Zeke Thurston, she didn't beat herself. She got out clean, maybe a little off that barrier, but 3-3 tells everybody it's not going to be easy to get into the top 4.
That time doesn't scare Tiffany Sheik. Floresville, Texas. She was 3 flat to get out of our second semifinals. She wears a buckle around her waist that reminds everyone who the champion was at the Cheyenne Frontier Days a year ago. Tiffany out from behind the barrier line. She is clean, 2.8, and that's now the top time. Texas lady setting the bar.
Well, I've never seen anybody applaud themselves as she leaves the arena. She's looking up. Oh, yeah. Let's give myself a hand, and I'm proud of her. Here is Sarah Angeloni. You met her sister Martha a moment ago from the live band, Texas. Woo! No go. That lady has a degree in feed science. College grad.
Number 16 in the world, in rides Jordan Joe Hollowbar. Went to the national finals in the breakaway in 2020. You may have known her as Jordan Joe Fabrizio. She's waiting for that calf to get hooked up to that barrier correctly before she turns her horse around. Then, just like the steer wrestling, probably 80% is the start. Do you get out clean? Can you lay that barrier back without breaking it? Canyon, Texas. Not obey. Looks like she was wanting to free him up a little bit. And she's gonna. That's what we've seen so far. And a 3.8 for Jordan Joe. Andy, I think this is where the luck of the draw plays in. She drew a calf that ran and ran hard.
She did, and that calf takes a step to the right as well, so she has to make sure that the catch is good before she pitches her slack. One of the most decorated cowgirls in all of the rodeo world, a 17-time world champion, J.J. Hampton of Stephenville, Texas. She's a member of the Texas Cowboy Hall of Fame. 3 trips to the national finals. She's been there every year since they held it. First time in Arlington back in 2020. Stephenville, Texas. There you go, JJ. 2.7. A fist bump and a hey, how are you from Miss Hampton. That goes to the top spot.
Oh, she has become a crowd favorite with her enthusiasm. You did it, Mom. She's a wife. She's a mom. And so is this lady, Jackie Crawford. She's got 20 world titles in 3 events. She just won $600,000 at the American. No, no, no. I hope you're not listening to me. I hope you aren't, Jackie. I should have saved that, but she did win 600. Yeah, they'll eat well for a while.
Turn to Volberg, Montana. Former college standout at Black Hills State University. This is Joey Williams. Number 4 in the world. 2-time NFR qualifier, 3.8 or faster. Is she clean? And if she is, she did what she had to do. She's tied for 2nd and 3rd now. And Martha Angeloni gets bumped to the number 4 spot at 3.3. Jordan Joe at 3.8 has been kicked to the curb.
3 to go. Cheyenne Gilroy, Kingston, Oklahoma. 3.3, again, the cut line. She's number 2 in the world. She just won Fort Worth a month ago. Oh, if she got out, this could be really good. But she broke the barrier.
I saw it in real time. And you know, when you're looking at a 3.3 as the bottom spot, you take chances. You throw Hail Marys, and sometimes they get intercepted. Tough luck for Cheyenne. Let's go to the defending champ.
That'd be Erin Johnson, and we never expected her to be in the wild card, but she was. You're looking at a 3-time world champion and the lady who owns the buckle from a year ago, an NRG. She is wearing that buckle today. Here's your Houston champion, Erin. No, dang it. There'll be another year, in her case, many. Then there was one.
Could you imagine living up to a family legacy like Haley Williams has to? Her father, an 8-time world champion and a member of the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame. But this young lady's been roping every day of her life since she could walk on her own. She's number 1 in the world from Comanche, Texas. And right now, if she wants a shot at 50 grand, she has to beat a 3-3. Sorrel Horse comes out. Haley cracks it on him. 3.3, and she wins the tiebreaker to advance.
That's what that $3,750 will do for you. She already earned. Watch her sizzle. Boy, she does crack it on them every trip. Boy, Andy, breakaway roping today. Pretty exciting for the ladies. And then she's got a little wave to the girls, too.
Well, you talk about a game of inches. An inch off that barrier or an inch too much into it. Do you have enough rope when you drop a coil? Pull that slack. Is your horse working? Did you get out clean, or did tragedy strike? To the victors go the spoils. And Angeloni and Hollabaugh are out. But Sheik, Williams, and Hampton are in. So this is how we stack them up. JJ, 2.7. That's a tenth of a second better than Tiffany and Joey at 2.8. Hallie Williams, the final gunner to go, parlayed away in to the finals. Hope you enjoyed the breakaway roping, brought to you by Oxy.
Hang on tight. You know what we're doing next? It's the 10 round of bull riding on the final day in Houston.
Hey, I want you to check out the best seats in the house, the chute seats, presented by Ant. They're right behind the bucket chute. There they are.
And be sure before you're done today to visit the Fan Zone presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. You'll find two of them, sections 103 and 124. Take a picture with your favorite rodeo stars or get an autograph and pick up a Rodeo Houston belt buckle.
Houston Methodist is the official healthcare provider and proud supporters of your Rodeo Houston sports medicine team. And joining me now from that sports medicine team, the chairman, Richard Mann. And Richard, you and your staff have been doing an incredible job this entire rodeo. As we come to a close, can you kind of just tell us how it has gone for you guys from a medical standpoint?
Absolutely. We've had a great rodeo. We've had a few injuries, some significant injuries along the way, but our team has done a great job of helping keep these athletes competing at their very best.
And I want to thank you, Dr. Kelly Larkin, Brian Blonder, for being with us every night. And I know that you've got an entire staff you'd probably like to thank as well.
Absolutely. I just want to say to the 170 members of the sports medicine team, thank you. Job well done. Good job, guys.
All right. Again, thank you to all of you. Thank you to the entire Rodeo Houston sports medicine team. And thank you, Houston Methodist.
You can't hide. We will find you. And when we do, we'll show you the bull riding. Final 10 nods of the head. Thank you to Whataburger for bringing us this competition. You will not see this man, but you will see this bull. Stetson is our defending champion, Stetson Wright. He did not make it back to defend on this day. However, you will see that bull before the night is done. Frost is back. Mooney's got a couple of gold buckles. Jeff Askey's #1 in the world. How about these three stallions?
The men that will protect our bull riders. On the left of your screen, the greatest of all time, Mr. Dusty Tuckness. In the middle, National Finals bullfighter Nate Justice. And on the right, the youngster, the fastest man on cleats, Mr. Bo Sheets.
What's that barrel doing out there? Oh, it's got a guy in it. Ladies and gentlemen, 30 years at Rodeo Houston. The Grand Marshal of our parade this year. Look at that is the one and only. Give him some love. Leon Coffey.
Let's start with the hottest guy here. This guy has ridden 4 bulls and never finished second at Rodeo Houston. He won every round of his Super Series, and he won his semifinal. He's $12,000 richer, and Kai Hamilton, the #8 ranked bull rider in the world, is wanting his first Rodeo Houston title.
Rock that slide. Rock that slide.
We're telling him to rock the slide gate. Get the bull's attention.
You got me, Statler?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's high. Be a champ.
He's still in that gate. You got me?
Yeah, go ahead.
from Australia originally.
Yes. Look it.
Can he go 5 for 5? It's a rematch. He had this bull in Heber City. And Hamilton continues his winning ways. Folks, you can't get loud enough for that Australian bull rider. Turns back into his hand. He is now 5 for 5, 86 and a half points. And Hamilton fires that left boot back down to get a hold of that bull. If he doesn't get his feet back down, he's in trouble. Now it's holy hopping hamburger back, man. Woo, that bull's got some twist.
All right, Andy, that means everybody else 9 in a row have got to match or beat that.
Well, we're going to get pert near it. With Brady Portnear, that is. Anthrax, the unridden bull from Shad Smith and the Survey String. He's already got 2 buck-offs here. The victims, Chance Shot, Creek Young. 28-year-old Brady. Around to the left, and the bull's record stays as called. Anthrax is undefeated. I think in more than one way. Oh, he just barely missed that bull stepping on him too.
Just got a mouthful of dirt. All right, let's go to the guy who won a year ago in our super shootout. Look at that hat, folks. He's taking a little bit of this Texas soil home with him. Josh Frost, rematch. He's had this bull here already, and the bull won back in perf number 7. So this is the rubber match for Josh. The bull's name is Slamwich. He's 25 and 2. He's now 26 and 2. Getting Frost for the second time here in Houston.
As you're watching these bulls twist, jump, and buck underneath them, the next one under J.B. Mooney falls suit of being unridden as well, 6-0. We bucked him once here. That didn't last long. This is a rematch. He bucked him off already here once. Don't let it happen again. Woo! Same game. Ladies and gentlemen, he's won a few $1 million. That is your J.B. Mooney. Don't let him leave here without hearing from you. Wow, man.
Bull throws a little trick there, walking on his front end before he goes away from JB's hand, and when that right foot comes loose, it is exit stage left as Roll Tide looks to have a little fun with Leon Coffee and all parties involved.
Somebody check his heart rate.
Yeah, that's what you get for 30 years of service. A little roll in the barrel, right? Okeechobee, Florida's Ernie Corson. If you ever get a chance to meet Ernie Corson, I can promise you he's a one of one. He is an original. The Cat Fisherman from right off the Big Lake in southern Florida. The bull is full send, has never been ridden before. And it won't happen here either. Friends, Ernie's battling a knee injury that he received just a day ago. That trip back to Florida needs a little Texas hospitality. Let's pick him up. No score for Corson.
Well, I was present 2 years ago when this next young man received his Resistol. Oh, here's old talker. Resistol Rookie of the Year Award. Listen to him. His name is Chore Boy.
What's he saying, Bob?
He's saying, let's get this over with so I can go back to the pen and see the cows.
Oh, he's a ladies' man.
This bull is 16-2.
Oh, it's supposed to be choir boy, not chore boy.
Well, he's singing. Come on. Right here, Creek. Right foot. He tried. Now remember, that's 5 in a row. We bucked them off. 1 qualified ride for the Aussie. On money 1 coming in. We'll have 4 to go to that short round. That kid tried.
No, he did. Indeed, he did. But it's still, can you make a qualified ride? If you make an 8-second ride, you put yourself in the mix. Oh, we got another talker.
He's talking to that last bull. He said, how was it for you? He said, I won.
I'm so happy you're here to translate, Bob.
He said, I might get rode this time with Jeff Askey.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's 19-5.
Now, when they do ride this bull, they average about 87 points. And this is the #1 man in the world from Athens, Texas. He just won San Antonio. Oh, see, now the bull stopped talking. He's like, wait, this. Oh, yeah. He's not impressed with the win at San Antonio.
All right. They call this bull white trash. He's talking some right now.
Said, you called me what?
Yeah. Buck! Ride! Oh!
Woo! What a flat spin. This bull keeps his body parallel and throws Askey out the back with a flip right here. Woo! Wow.
Oh my goodness. See ya. I mean, does slip him out of there like a hot dog out of a bun. Here you go.
Woo! Gives him a kick on the backside to boot. All right, so the next guy you're going to watch is Chance Shot. He just came from Austin and Mercedes between series. We asked him, how does competing at those other rodeos help you here?
It actually helps us quite a bit. You can stay loosened up. You're always in tune, and it's nice being able to go to rodeos day after day, and you just kind of keep that adrenaline going and that motor going.
The South Dakota stud has a bull called Dirty Mike. He's already ridden him here at Rodeo Houston earlier in the Super Series competition. He was 79 points. A qualified ride for Shot guarantees him the opportunity to advance. Can he ride this bull for the second time in 3 weeks? He will come down before the whistle. A no score for Chance, and now he has to wait and see.
He tried him. He gave it all that South Dakota that he had. Lucky to get out of there clean. All right, the last 2 bulls to go are 86 and 80% in the buck-off ratio. But this one, Kai Hamilton rode him the other day at San Antonio for 87.5. Guy Hamilton's the only man to ride a bull here so far today. Anybody here from Winnie, Texas? I thought so. That's where T. Parker's from. Tristan Parker, 19 years old. Houston, he's a neighbor. Yep. Go, 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 go.
Slap the bull. Got jerked down over the front and will slap the bull. So it will be a no score for Mr. Parker. That's right, you have to keep your free arm up, but the bull pulls him over the front end right there. Once he slaps him, the clock stops. No score. And a aw shucks to the 19-year-old. We got a good shot here, fellas. Trey Benton of Richards, Texas. Just outside the top 15. Vitalix Hard Knock. Benton will hit the dirt and claim another victim. No score for TB3.
Well, Creek Young, Jeff Hatsky, chance shot. They will go on for money one coming in. But ladies and gentlemen, 5 bulls in a row. That's what Kai Hamilton's done. You get a chance to watch him right off the bat. The guy is unbelievable. Everything's got an adjective to it with bull at the end. Goodbye, JB. Woo! I mean, we're throwing them in the corner today like popcorn. That was lucky. Got a little tick of the left foot. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, even Leon got a shot of it. Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky. There'll be another day. There'll be another day.
We gave all 10 the chance to see who would advance. Only 4 will move on. So we want to say thank you to our friends at Whataburger for sponsoring the bull riding. But whatever you do, don't move. Our final 4 in the championship shootout at Rodeo Houston is next.
It's our distinct privilege to honor America's heroes, the men and women in uniform that make it possible for all of us to live in freedom and have pride for our country. Today, the Crown Royal Military Salute is proud to honor a United States Coast Guard Petty Officer First Class. This is Keith A. Coddington. Petty Officer Coddington served 103 days in 2022 on several missions, such as the Southwest Border Operations, Migrant Interdiction in Key West, Florida, counter-narcotics operations with the U.S. Navy, and numerous presidential security operations. Petty Officer Coddington has been awarded several medals for his service, along with earning the respect of his leaders and peers. Ladies and gentlemen, he is proud to serve his nation. He loves his country. He swore an oath. And now it's up to all of us to tell him thank you. Let's hear it for Petty Officer Coddington for his service and sacrifice.
What a beautiful audience here inside NRG Stadium. And it is time to get it going. Tie-down roping, the first that you will see.
All right, as we say, thanks to Boot Barn. It's Riley Webb, Hunter Heron, Reese Reamer, and Bo Cooper, the Resistol rookie from Canada. Boot Barn, thanks for making it work. All right, they're backing in. Here is the handsome young Canadian. 56.25 to his earnings. Boydie?
Well, I was just going to say, it's just like the long round and the 10 round. His job is to scare the 3 guys that got to follow him. He wants to come out here and put on a blistering run for 2 reasons. Number 1, he knows it's going to take a blistering run to win it. But number 2, he puts pressure on the next 3 guys.
Little bit of a hard-running calf for Riley Webb. Watch the groundwork on the Texas talent. 8.9. Now, he only took 1 wrap and a hui, so he takes 1 step forward to make sure that that calf remains tied. And at 8 and 9, the young man by the name of Riley Webb is currently first.
Well, he did that in the long round. It saved him a half a second. All right, Boyd, here's a veteran. You fit in his league.
So, yep, we're turning to Hunter Herron. So many great things that he's won in his career. I mean, he's a 20-year veteran. At 38 years of age, he started doing this as a pro when he was 18 years old. He won $144,000 in Las Vegas, but right now, he's got to be 8-8. Take that gray horse and make it happen. Make some magic, Hunter Herron. On the ground, it's H&H. Got to clear the calf. That slows him down. And 9 and 6 won't do it.
I am not a coach. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm going to say it till I'm done. Calf ropers, keep them on their feet. Tip that calf over. That cost him a second and a half. He might have been in the early 8s. Might have been.
So now you watch Reese Reamer. And it's funny the way it is. 8 and 9 is the time that we're trying to beat for a $50,000 check. And what was Reese Reamer to advance? 8 and 9. Black Horse, a new addition to Reese's string. The 3-time NFR qualifier is staring down an 8-9 to get 1 step closer. Just to make sure that calf's standing. His horse is ready to go when that left hand drops. In moments like these, you cannot have any hesitation.
I love the shot from inside that roping box where you can see how that calf is standing, because he wants him looking out those little peepholes right there. But he wants his head up too. He wants to be able to see the calf's ears. Here's the round. And here comes your man. 8-9 or faster. Holds his slack to the calf. Oh, he misses the flank. Oh, crazy things happen when there's $50,000 on the line.
15 and 4 once it all shakes out. Right here you see he goes for the flank and his hand slips off, has to gather everything back up and try it once again. And now we're down to 1.
And it is the #1 man in the world standings today, Riley Webb. No, I'm going to Bo Cooper. Run me back up, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, when your daddy roped and your ranch raised, when your cousin is a world champion bronc rider, when your uncles have been doing this for 3 generations, you're supposed to win. Watch him. Get out. Here's your resist all Ricky with the hands, Oh boy.
But we broke the barrier. He duplicated the time that it took for him to advance, but he did not give the calf the proper head start. So the 8 and 5 becomes 18 and 5. Just a little too long for the Canadian talent. These cowboys and cowgirls have been working so hard just to get to this point, and you can see the disappointment on the 2021 Resist All Rookie of the Year's face. But let's lift him up, Texas. He's going to be back.
Everybody that you watch today is going to be back. Riley Webb, look at the total, 55,625. That's respectable in all three of the next cases as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we say thank you to our great friends at Boot Barn Stores America-wide.
An excellent competition to get our Final Four shootout round started, and our champion is standing by with Boyd.
Yes, I am. I'm standing next to a guy that is on fire in 2023. He's the #1 ranked calf roper in the world. You've already won Denver this year. Now you're adding Houston. Is this a dream come true for you?
I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for giving me the opportunities that I have, and it's a dream come true. You know, my first ever Houston Livestock Rodeo, to be able to win it, it's more than I can even imagine.
Now imagine the people that you've had to beat. I mean, Caleb Smith was out tonight. Chad Mayfield was out. I mean, does it mean more to you because of who you had to beat in order to get it?
We all rope good. You know, it just, on any given day, anybody can win, and today was my day.
So let's take a look at your run real quick, and then you can tell us what went right about this and whether this wrap and a hooey worked the way you thought it would. Tell people what you do when you do a wrap and a hooey. What's that mean?
Yes, sir. So you usually put, 2 around all 3 and then around the next 2, and that she shouldn't get up after that. So when you put a wrap and a hooey, that's kind of a gamble, but it paid off today. I missed the barrier a little bit, and this calf was running, and I tried to just keep her, be ready to flank, and my horse did a great job, and I just put it on her as fast as I could, and it worked out.
Worked out. Now you're going to leave here with well over $55,000 from just Houston. You add that to what you've won this year, you're going to be the #1 man in the world all summer. And that's what rodeo announcers are going to be saying every time they see you. Hey, here's the #1 man in the world. Again, any additional pressure?
Can't wait to get to Austin tomorrow night.
Okay. Well, before you go to Austin, why don't we have you go over there and pick up a brand new championship saddle? Riley, congratulations. You're 19-year-old champion of Rodeo Houston.
And he will get some congratulations from Lindsay Chastain, the events manager from Boot Barn. Also joining our CEO and president, there is Dr. Chris Bowman and Miss Zane Carruth, presenting the saddle to our winner of the tie-down roping, Riley Webb. And thank you again to Boot Barn for sponsoring our tie-down roping.
All right, you've been waiting for some bucking horse riding. We'll do it with the bareback riding, thanks to our friends at Chevron. Now, Keenan Hayes, Leighton Berry, world champion Casey Field, and Cole Reiner just come off a 90-point ride. So, as we lay them out for you in that deal, we'll start it with Keenan Hayes, Hayden, Colorado.
Agent Lynx, the 10-year-old chestnut mare from the Calgary Stampede. When you look back at some of the rides, Casey Field has been 91.5 on this horse. Chad Rutherford, 89. Tim O'Connell, 89. This is exactly what you want.
She good there?
Yeah.
Gets the feel he's looking for. The 20-year-old from Colorado on a Canadian bucking horse. These are the moments you try and change your life with. What a valiant effort by Keenan.
Watch this horse get off the ground. You want to talk about drop and G-force? All those legs ripped back to the rigging. Horse falling off a cliff, and he just posted 88 points. What a way to start it for the 20-year-old.
This is going to tell the rest of them boys what they got to do now as we go to Leighton Berry. Leighton Berry was a rematch. At the Canadian finals, he was 88 on this horse. Not a tie. Leighton Berry, Weatherford, Texas. Ho, 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 Yippee commits. twice.
Bob, when you hear the hooping and hollering behind the chutes from his fellow competitors and friends, you know that Layton's doing something spectacular. If he wants his first Rodeo Houston title, he has to be more than 88. How much noise can you make for 90 points?
I just want to see him smile.
Well,
All right, Casey.
That's the third time he's had that horse. I know you all were telling the folks about that, but you know it's got to be somewhat comforting to be getting on a horse that you've had before, but still he had to make it pay. Now, if it's comfortable doing something you've done before, Casey Field should be pretty comfortable. He's won this rodeo 5 times. The veteran, 36 years young, 6-time world champion, son of a Hall of Famer.
There we go. Lauren, just be ready. I'll go. Let her go. Let her go. I'll go. Yeah. Thanks for the instruction.
I don't know how he can chuckle, guys. Do you?
Put a foot on her arm. She's got his butt on the gate.
Oh, his feet are not chuckling. They're spurring.
He is automatic. Each and every time you watch him ride, you see why he has 6 gold buckles, over $3 million to his name. And that beautiful paint horse gives him the opportunity to show off that spur stroke. That is a picture of perfection, but 89 points is second. Wow, that's close. So now we're gonna call on his traveling partner, Bobby T.
You know what? He'd be happy with the 89. It's all about points and about his family. And his story is to be home every Monday morning. But this kid lives with him 24/7. Cole Ryder, and he's got the horse called Top Notch from the Pickets as well. They won the 5th round in Vegas on this horse. They have been 96 different times in the last year. Cole Ryder, Buffalo, Wyoming. Resistol rookie.
Do I get on? Yeah, you get his hand, you're good. Is that good? Yep. Good. Go! Oh, God! Go!
Now, boys! Now, boys! Now!
How heavy and droppy is that Big Bay horse underneath him? It is like his bareback rigging every jump disappears. And he has to search and refine with not only his feet, but his right hand. Artistry and survival at its best. Can he beat 90? 87 points. Just a few shy for Cole Reiner.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there are watch parties all over the country. But I know there's one family today that are very proud of their son, Layton. That'd be Kirby Berry and Company, Weatherford, Texas. There it is, 57, plus Casey Field. He'll be happy with 27. Keenan Hayes, there'll be a lot of $20 checks in your bank account. Cole Reiner, you still did good. Nearly 14,000 with a thank you to Chevron.
Boyd's got our champion.
Bobby, Andy, we always see the glory, right? We see the 90-point ride, but I want to take you back 2 years to Odessa, Texas in January, and let Layton tell you what he went through in Odessa and what he had to get through to get to this saddle. Layton, tell us.
Well, it's been God's plan all along. Odessa, Texas, 2 years ago, had a horse sandwich me in the buck and chute, broke my back. I was just coming off my first NFR. God willing, I was healthy in 8 months. Came back, got a taste of bareback riding, got another NFR under my belt, and now it's time to change that and become a world champion. And this is how you do it, by winning Houston.
That's the big first step, isn't it? So just quickly, tell me what they had to do to repair your back.
So they fused my T12 and L1 vertebrae together, 4 rods, 2 screws. So I got some hardware back there, but everything feels really good. So
a little tough to get through an airport, though, isn't it? Let's watch this ride. You walk us through this. You've had this horse twice before. I mean, the CFR, the finals.
I actually won Pinocchio on this horse last year too. The first time I had her. You can't ask for any more out of this bucking horse. She stands in the box like a dog and just leaves there and lets you do everything you're wanting to do. She's never easy. She's going to test you every jump, but whenever you're doing everything right, it feels so awesome.
Well, buddy, as you said, gold buckles in your future. There's one right now from our friends at Rodeo Houston to go along with the saddle.
Presenting that buckle from Chevron, Bruce Niemeyer, the president of Chevron Americas Exploration and Production, and there is Miss Zane Carruth, the wife of our chairman of the board, and Dr. Chris Bowman. Congratulations to the champion, Leighton Berry. And thank you again to Chevron for sponsoring the bareback riding.
All right, let's go watch the 4 fastest teams that have got to this position in the team roping. Folks, Mrs. Bears and KHOU, Channel 11, they make all of this happen. Wyatt and Davis at the top, Richard, Bueller, Hall, Bray, Terrio, and Cole Curley. Back them in with Nelson Wyatt.
Alabama and California, first to try it out. And we will catch one hind leg, turning a 4 and 9 into a 9 and 9. Once we add that 5-second penalty. Steer takes a step to the left. Mr. Wyatt does his job. Justin ropes outside leg. 9 and 9 the verdict.
You're looking at Ren Richard in the white shirt. Jeremy Bueller, world champion. On the heeling side, here's your Canadian, 2 toes. All right, now there's a little pressure to go with it. A little, just a perfect run. Maybe put a little pressure on him.
So a little pressure, yeah. 5 and 5 is pretty good, Bob. We've seen some 4-second runs here, but those were in our wild cards where you had to be fast to advance. So can Peyton Bray and Brenton Hall do what needs to be done? 2 young guns, a 23-year-old header, a 24-year-old healer. Oh no, outside horn pops off. And so now it's either Richard and Bueller or our final team to go, the Southeastern Circuit boys.
Yeah, that head loop came off once he pulled his slack. So everybody take a deep breath in Mississippi. Lumberton and Liberty, Mississippi, the Southeastern Circuit champs, who are currently number 5 in the world, must be quicker than 5 and 5 if they are going to win the biggest title of their young careers. And the heel loop will not go on. We're going to see those two for many, many years. It's what they had to do. A reach by Marcus. Cole took the quickest shot he could. It just didn't fit this time. No time for the Mississippi duo. No time for Terrio and Curry.
Well, it was a 5 and 5 that set him up, made everybody pressure in the long round. Ren Richard, Jeremy Bueller. There's 111,000 plus. 52 grand for Wyatt and Davis. Hall and Bray for 30. And Terrio and Curry, they're going to split 27,500. Thank you to Mrs. Bears and KHOU Channel 11.
Boyd has our champions.
Yeah, and they are so subdued. I mean, no touchdown dances or anything like that. So, Ren, you've been to the finals on both the tie down and the team roping. What does a win at Rodeo Houston mean to you? You've won a lot in your life.
This is the best rodeo of the year. To win it, it's awesome. We're super excited.
How long have you and Jeremy been roping together?
We've roped 4 years, I believe. He's one of my best friends, and to do it with him right here, it's so cool.
Well, it's great. You're from Utah. You're from Canada. Got to ask you, we've always loved your beard, but sometimes you have it and sometimes you don't. When do you decide to shave and why?
It's usually just random when it comes off, and then I regret it, so I grow it right back.
Okay, once you shave, you regret it and say, hey, I got to have it back. Let's talk about what I know both you two could talk great about, and that is good team roping runs. Tell us about this steer, Red.
We knew he was a good steer. I didn't just love the way he handled. My partner did an awesome job. I mean, that's healing right there.
I'm going to ask you, Jeremy, how important is his job for your job? I mean, how important is the handle?
It's everything, and we talk a lot about it. You know, he's the quarterback. I can only heal him as good as he sets him up, and right there is a lot of, like I knew exactly where that steer was going to be, and that all goes to him, so.
Well, just in case y'all are a little short on cash, the two of you together are going to leave here with 111,000 plus. Okay, so can I borrow 20? Thanks. Congratulations, Red Richard, Jeremy Mueller. You're champions of the team roping.
Congratulations, fellas. Well over 100,000 as we thank Michael Gomez, the zone sales leader in Houston. There is Dr. Chris Bowman and Miss Zane Carruth, the First Lady of Rodeo Houston. Congratulations again to Ren and Jeremy, team roping champions. Thank you to Mrs. Baird's and KHOU 11.
All right, we're on a roll, Houston. Let's dive right into the bronc riding. Now remember, they were big-time bucking horses, and our friends in Energy Transfer said we brought you 4 more that are even tougher. Chase Brooks, Montana, Zeke Thurston, the Canadian. Ben Anderson, the Canadian. Sage Newman, Montana. It's all about the northern guys. Let's see where they're going to go with it. Energy Transfer, thank you. Let's buck 'em.
And buck 'em we shall. Anaconda, Montana's Brooks. Got a black horse from the Cervies called Ed Bishop. Last 2 times they bucked this horse, Stetson Wright was 90 in Denver. Zeke Thurston was 88 here at Rodeo Houston. It's up to Chase to set the mark for everyone else. Ed Bishop gets up in the air, and Brooks is doing work. What a great way to start the bronc ride. Horse takes just a little scoot, then explodes. Kicking high and hard out the back. 87 points for the Montana native.
Well, gentlemen, I said they brought the right horses, and they have. We're going to go to Zeke Thurston. He's at 52.50. He was 90 and a half on this horse at San Antonio Livestock Show and Rodeo. Just a 13-year-old middle-aged mare, if I can say that.
You can say whatever you want, Bobby.
That's living proof right there.
Well, everybody's had a shot at her in the bareback ride, and they won the $50,000 on her. Tim O did in Calgary in the bareback ride.
Go ahead, Chad.
She likes the broncs. Rider right was 88 and a half at Fort Worth.
Zeke has had this horse twice.
Here's your 3rd time's a charm, boy.
My only concern is those first couple jumps, did he get just a touch behind? Right here, see? You want those feet to be above the horse's shoulders. Now, these are some of the most difficult horses to ride in the world, but the judges saw it as well. 81 points for Thurston, not enough. to take Brooks out of number 1.
He'll be all right. He's been buying real estate in Texas. Dual citizen. Boyd, I think this is the toughest man in the bronc ride today, and I'm going to go back to Super Series 1. We beat him up, we hammered him, we slammed him, but Larry Culpepper is going to try to do the same thing.
Well, this is Ben Anderson climbing aboard Larry Culpepper. That's the name of the horse, not the cowboy, obviously. Ben, 88 earlier today on Toma Joe from the car company. Pete Carr has also sent us Larry Culpepper. What have they done on this one? 90s everywhere. Brody Crest, 90 in San Angelo. Chase Brooks, 90 and a half in San Antonio.
Larry's gonna sit like a dog, man.
5'11", 155-pound cowboy. Staring at 87.
Guys.
Here we go, strong mark out. Lift and reach, lift and reach.
That's the old deal, Buck, Larry, Buck, ride, Ben, ride. That is a large farm animal right there. You're looking at 1,650 pounds, maybe. He's a hoss now. 83. 83. We're still chasing Chase with an 87.
It's a matchup that Sage Newman would dream about. A world champion bucking horse named Womanizer, and a shot to defend his title from a year ago here at Rodeo Houston. If he wants to go back-to-back, he must beat the 87-point ride from Brooks on this horse from the Servey family. Look back at some of the numbers. Zeke was 88 on this horse at San Antonio.
Yep.
That second jump on this horse is usually what gets guys. He will explode up in the air if he has his usual trip. If you're gonna get bucked off this horse, that's when it happens.
Good there, Chuck. You're all right?
I don't think we're going to buck him off. Let's go, Houston. Help him ride.
So far, so good. Newman riding like he wants 2 in a row. There's some hand clapping going on behind the chutes. That big jump up in the air. How much noise can you make for 90 points?
Well, you got to give credit to the horse. The Womanizer, you can't do it without, you can't win the race if you got a small motor in your race car. And he had the biggest motor in his today. He said, I got to find that Boyd Paul Hamus. He's got what I want. Here's how it goes. Montana at the top, nearly 57,000. Chase Brooks, you're happy. 25.5. Ben Anderson, that's U.S. money, Ben, 15.7. Zeke, that's pocket change. Add it to your $2 million. Here's Boyd.
So, Sage, I just want to go through your last 3 rides on the final Sunday of Houston. A year ago on the championship day at Houston. A year ago, you're 93 on Billy. In the long round, you're 90. You come back and you're 90 again. 20 years from now, you're going to tell your kids about being a back-to-back champion at Rodeo Houston. What will you tell them?
This is awesome. You know, I drew some great horses all week, and happy to be here and glad to do a repeat.
Well, you're a back-to-back. It is a repeat. So let's take a look at your ride. Womanizer, you can't draw better than this paint horse from the Servies, can you?
No, sir. I've never been on her before. I've seen her a lot, and super excited to have her. She does her deal and lets you show your stuff, and yeah, she was awesome today.
So if you were going to give us a quick clinic, what is the most important thing you have to do to ride a horse like that?
Just poke your rein out there, stay back, and set your feet every jump.
Okay, but that means poke the rein out. Don't lift, or lift, don't pull, right?
That's right. That's correct.
Okay, well, you were number 3 in the world coming in. I think with the 50,000 we're going to get you. You're probably going to go to number 1 in the world. You excited about the rest of this year?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm super excited. I'm blessed to be here, and thanks for everybody coming out, and this is great.
Two-time and reigning Rodeo Houston champion saddle bronc rider. Let's hear it for Sage, the Montana, taking home a truckload.
There is our representative from Energy Transfer, Ms. Beth Hickey, the Executive Vice President of U.S. Gas Pipelines, Dr. Chris Bowman, and our First Lady, Ms. Zane Caruth. Congratulations again to Sage Newman, our champion saddle bronc rider. Thank you to Energy Transfer for sponsoring the saddle bronc riding. Stay where you're at. We have 4 more champions to crown when we return at Rodeo Houston.
All right, let's play a game here in NRG. It's called Chick-fil-A. Grab your bag, get ready to go. NASA's gonna take them on a ride. Where's the bull? Right there under the B71 bridge. Woo! Throw your rope, right-hand turn. Where'd that bull go? Oh, there he is. He's going to the carnival. Hurry up, get him out of there. Get him back. And NRG, we got him. Howdy. Look out, you're in the way. Oh, no. They missed him. Oh, they caught Howdy. No, we caught the bull. Oh, living through IsoLife. Congratulations, you're number 1. That is the Chick-fil-A champ of the day.
There is the Hey Dude Cowboy Cam. Oh, yes, you are on camera. They're the world's most lightweight shoes. They're also the world's most comfortable shoes because even sometimes your boots need a break. Come on, have a little fun with the Hey Dude Cowboy Cam. You didn't know you needed a mustache. Oh yeah, there's a goatee.
Oh, somebody's napping. How can you do that with all of this noise?
Somebody had a good Saturday night.
Oh, yeah. Well, in NRG with 70,000 people, let's go to the Bulldog. I can't believe that lady was asleep. Mattress Firm, that's what she needs. Yeah, get her some Mattress Firm. Here we go. It's Cody Devers at the top, 4-time champion of the world, Rowdy Parrott, and Dalton Massey. Thanks, Mattress Firm. I think that lady's just tired of listening to me.
Let's start with Perryton, Texas's Cody Devers. $6 grand so far as he will set the pace. Big square-jawed cowboy. Qualified to the national finals back in 21. 27 years of age, has to hustle that horse over to the right. There's the uppercut, 4.7. Cody says, come catch me, boys.
Well, Boyd has a line for that. If that's all you can do it in, watch the next guy. Yeah, 4.6. This is the 4-time champion of the world, T-Wag, Tyler August Gonzalez, Louisiana. He's only won $4,000. Oh, 54 grand would look good.
There we go. Past champion here back in 2017. Palomino horse gives chase. Steer sets up. Tyler's got him. Oh, you're kidding me. We are tied at the top with a 4 and 7.
According to our stats, I think Cody Devers would win the tiebreaker, would he not?
Well, yes, he would. By about $2,000, $1,800.
Actually, I think there's semifinal stuff that does it, Bobby T. But either way, good thing we have computers that sort this stuff out for us.
All right.
Amen.
Go to the big parrot.
Rowdy Parrott, Mamou, Louisiana. Just saw his Cajun brethren throw that steer. The Hazer comes back to help out and see if one Cajun can beat another. We've had multiple conversations with this young man, Boyd, about his technique.
Yeah, him and Wags have a lot in common. They're really very athletic, and they use their balance and their body as well as the centrifugal force of the steer to their advantage. 4-7 or quicker. Come on, Rowdy. No, 5-1. 0.4 of a second. Boy, that's a small amount of time to separate a big check.
All right. I'm going to go get you that 4-6 you're wanting to break that tie. You don't want to have to run 2 more. This, I mentioned it quickly, is Sid Britt's grandson. And he is built like his grandpa. 6'6", skinny as they come.
Well, it comes down to this, Bobby T. If Dalton is not quicker than 4 and 7, then we load 2 more, and Cody and Tyler would have to do it again. Dalton says, I want to take that out of the equation. Steer comes around. There it is. No ties needed. Thank you, Massey. Make sure the check cashes.
Oh, my goodness. Boyd, you may have somebody to look up to in a minute. Look at this guy. Andy, I watched his grandpa run 1,000 steers in the 70s and 80s.
Well, he knew what he did immediately. When you're forged from a hotter fire like Massey is, you understand what it takes to be a champion, and he delivered on the largest stage of all.
Well, this is how all the crumbles come together. 54,000 for the Oregonian Dalton Massey. Cody Devers, 21-2. Tyler Wagasback, 19. Rowdy Parrott. Hey, Big Bird, you still got 92.50. Thank you, Mattress Firm. Here is Boyd and Dalton.
Well, yeah, here's Boyd, but Dalton's pulling an Andy Seiler here, running across the arena. You're not coming for the mutton busted, though. You're coming to get a champion saddle. I'll ask you some of the same things I asked Jeremy and Ren Richard. You've won a lot of big rodeos. You've been first. But where will Rodeo Houston sit?
The top of the list for sure. Yeah, I'm just lucky. That's all there's to it.
I don't think you're lucky. You know, there's an old saying, a football coach once said, it's funny how lucky you are when you're good. Come over here for just a second, because we want to run this steer. And I saw Curtis, just patting the neck of this horse after you made your run. Tell us about the horse and the run.
Horse, Tanner Mylans, he was hazing right there. Had a good steer, and thought I got a good start, and it worked out. It was awesome.
When you backed in the box and you saw those 2 4.7s, what did you give yourself? 50-50? I mean, what did you think?
Got to be close to the barrier and make him hit. I don't know.
Well, you were close to the barrier. You laid it back at a time of 4.5. You're going to win over $54,000 in one rodeo. How's that make you feel?
Blessed.
Okay, well, you are 100% blessed. Congratulations, my friend. He's your champion, Dalton Massey.
Thank you so much to Zahira Gonzalez, the director from Mattress Firm, along with Dr. Bowman and Ms. Zane Carruth, presenting the buckle and the saddle to Dalton Massey, our steer wrestling champion here at Rodeo Houston. Congratulations, and thank you to Mattress Firm.
All right, let's get ready to race some horses with lady jockeys in barrel racing. And it's brought to you by S&B engineers and constructors. Jessica Road Tour, the mother of 5 on a Palomino Maliato. Jordan Briggs, the reigning champion, and Sissy Wind. Well, all of that is going to prove whose horse can make 2 runs in one day. Thank you, S&B. Thank you, our engineers and constructors. Go with the yellow horse.
Well, Jessica took one of the more difficult routes to get here, coming out of the wild card competition. Fastest time to advance from the 10 round this afternoon. As the day slowly becomes night, Jessica gets around the first. Palomino digs in on the second. Down to the final turn, it's up, let's go! 14.79 for Jessica.
All right, the bar is set. You know how the crown goes as we go to Maliato. Now we're gonna give every lady the best opportunity that we can, and we rake in between every run. I think that is quite responsible and respectable. All right, here's Molly. Do it, buddy.
Maliato, Grand Forks, North Dakota. 14.79, the time you just watched. Molly was 14.66 to advance to this round of 4. Second Palomino in a row. Molly-O, let's go. North Dakota on Texas soil, pick it up. 14.75 by 4 100ths. She now goes to number 1.
Isn't it amazing what 4 100ths of a second can do for you? As we go to the reigning champion from Tolar, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last 2.5, 3 years, Jordan Briggs and this horse called Rolo went for like 17 months non-stop and never hit a barrel. I believe that might be a record, Andy, in itself.
It's impressive nonetheless. Could she be the second athlete on our championship Sunday to defend their title? Won the world back in 2021, won this rodeo a year ago. Quicker than 14.75. The sorrel horse is past the second. Final turn, it's a Texas Cowgirl. 14.73. You can't get any tighter than that.
I don't know how many times you can say, wow, but that ought to do it. Look at that red horse dive into those turns. He loves that lady that he runs for. All right, I'm gonna go to Chapman Ranch, Texas to get Sissy Wind. Now this pretty lady also has won many Best Dressed awards around the country as a barrel racer. Sissy Wind ran a set 14. 75 in the long round. That's mighty good on 1, 2. Oh no. Well, that answers a lot of questions. Penalty of 5, going to be a 1994. So, that puts her at the bottom of the paychecks. Ladies and gentlemen, as you go back to Jordan Briggs, Andy just made mention, is this going to be the second time? Yes. Look at this. $58,000. Maliato, 28.5. Jessica at 16. Sissy, you're going to get 12, even to the barrel down. And a thank you to S&B. engineers, and constructors. Boyd?
So, deja vu. Here I sit again with Jordan Briggs, the champion of Houston, back-to-back. Is Rollo just getting better?
Oh, he is, and I think this is both our favorite rodeo.
I think it's clearly one of your best ones for sure. We certainly hope that you like it here. I got a question because Bozo was so special to your mom. She won those world championships. Do y'all ever compare Rollo to Bozo? There's similarities or the differences?
For sure, they're both so honest. It's like they're on a track and run the same run every time. Both like strong and powerful, but Bozo did not like to be touched, pet, leave him alone, and Rollo is like a pet dog.
Yeah, I remember Bozo was hugely anti-personal, right? But Rollo will love on you?
Oh yeah, and if you pet another horse next to him, he gets mad.
Well, don't do that anymore, okay? He's winning. You know how much money he won today?
Yes, I do.
$58,000, okay? So let's watch you win it, shall we? Right here. Let's take a look at this run and tell me why Rollo's Mr. Automatic.
Oh, I just have to sit up and do my job and run to my spots, and he always tries so hard, and it's amazing that these athletes can do this twice in a day, let alone that we've already ran here 4 other times plus today. And I just have to do my job, and he always shows up and does his, and this rodeo just sets up the whole year, and we're so appreciative for this rodeo and the money they give to us and how well they take care of us.
You know, I think sometimes people who listen to us say that don't realize how significantly different Houston is when it comes to hospitality. How different are they?
Oh, they feed us nonstop. I think I've gained a little weight since I've been here the last 4 days. And our horses have the best home, and they just cater to us and make us feel like celebrities here.
Well, you are. You're not only a celebrity, you're a 2-time champion of Rodeo Houston. Congratulations. See you next year. Have a date. Okay.
Thank you to our friends from S&B Engineers and Constructors, J.D. Slaughter, the chairman, Jeff Sipes, the chief commercial officer, along with Dr. Bowman and Ms. Zane Caruth. And congratulations again to Jordan Briggs, our champion barrel racer at Rodeo Houston. Thank you to S&B Engineers and Constructors for bringing it to us.
All right, we're doing so well with the ladies. Let's stay with the breakaway roping. And our friends at Oxy make this happen. Here's your top 4. The #1 lady in the world, Haley Williams at the top, Joey Williams, not related, Tiffany Sheck, and the 17-time world champion, J.J. Hampton. Here we go with Haley. Miss Williams, in the center of Texas, at Comanche.
This young lady's been taught by her mom and dad. Her grandfather on her mom's side was a polo player and horse trainer. Her grandmother, Miss Bobby, one of the sweetest people you'd ever know. The daughter of an 8-time world champion team roper. Just joined the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame not too long ago. Nod of the head. Spins it out with a 3 and 6. 3.6 for the #1 cowgirl in the world, who now has to sweat out the other 3 to see if that's good enough.
Watching her father win all of those titles. She's got patience. Joey Williams, Volberg, Montana. Oh, 2 swings. Oh, she got in a hurry. She got in a hurry. Did she get out? Oh, no, no, no. A 2.5 could have been a 2.8 or 9. She broke the barrier. Woo. That's about a $10,000 barrier today.
Yeah, and you can't blame them, though, you know? Because just a stride or 2, tenths of a second evaporate. As we ride in with Tiffany Sheck, Floresville, Texas. Look at that fan club. Yeah, she's got some family in the front row.
Oh, she didn't wait long. Is he picking up a barrier?
Well, she looked down almost immediately. She knew it. 12-2. 12-2 the time. Give you a quick look. Right there as her Palomino horse breaks the barrier. It's still on the neck of the calf. So 12-2 for Tiffany.
So Bob and Andy, this is, 3-6 is a nice run, but that's pretty soft for somebody with J.J. Hampton's history and talent. I mean, she's not intimidated by that 3-6 at all.
Oh, by no means. This lady's won the hearts of millions of people in the last couple of years since Breakaway roping's become so prominent. With her 17 world titles, she loves the camera, she loves an audience, and she's busy. She's raising a family, running a business, and roping.
Well, and you've also have one of the youngest up-and-comers in the sport, Haley Williams, in the lead. J.J. Hampton, a 17-time world champ, a Hall of Famer, one of the most decorated cowgirls in WPRA history as they celebrate their 75th anniversary. So will it be the next generation or the lady that has been the gold standard for the last 2 decades who takes the title? And the loop does not fit for Miss Hampton, so it will be a no time for JJ. That is a classy lady. Don't let her leave here in silence.
That is heartbreaking. JJ, we're proud of you, Mom. We're proud of you. She'll be back. But here's how it all comes together. Haley Williams, first out, set the pace, 53,000, almost 54. Tiffany, you're gonna get 26. Joey, you're going to Montana with nearly 15,000. And JJ, you're still gonna get 10,375. I wanna say thank you to Oxy for making the Breakaway roping happen.
Well, the #1 cowgirl in the world is standing by with Boyd.
Well, I'm standing here with Haley, and we talk a lot about your dad because he's our age and not yours, so we know him really well. And he's won 8 world championships in a row. And there's one thing to be able to teach somebody how to rope. We all can learn how to rope, but it's another thing to teach you how to win. And how has your dad influenced your life in teaching you how to win?
Oh man, I mean, he's been a blessing. I always pick on him that he was gifted with me because I make him work all the time, get my horses ready and everything, but he has taught me from a young age to, through the troubles and everything you go through out in the rodeo world, to just lie to yourself and go out there and like you're winning the world, and that's what I just went and made a run, and it worked today.
Did you think a 3-6 would win it after you recorded that?
No.
I didn't either. A lot of us didn't, but it did, and that means you're blessed in some ways too.
Yes, sir. I'm thankful to get the opportunity to be here, and so thankful for my family and sponsors that make this possible, and my Lord and Savior. I was down there, and I'm just like, I'm your servant today, and I'm here for you, so I'm just blessed to be here.
And he used you today in a very nice way. So here's the thing, and if JJ was standing here instead of you, here's what I think she would say. You're going to have opportunities that JJ never had, that Amber never had, okay, because you're, 22, and you're 19. Yeah, okay, I knew you were. I was going to be in trouble for even saying it, but because of Rodeo Houston and Breakaway roping going crazy, you're going to have chances to do things and win money that others haven't. Have you ever considered that?
Oh, man. I honestly didn't know what I was going to do this year. I mean, I got blessed with that little sorrow, and I got a little 5-year-old coming up, and I honestly didn't know what I was doing. I mean, the breakaway world's become big enough that you can make a living, and that's something really exciting, and this year we're going to try for it, go for the world.
All right, because you rope so fast, we're going to take a look at it really quick, twice. Just tell us what you were thinking and what happened.
Oh, man, I got out late, and I was just like, get a time on the board, and I was just trying to make a run. I did not think it was going to place. My horse felt good. I actually loped him down 3 times today. He's 7, and he was feeling it, the semifinals, so we were trying to keep him a little calmer today.
Well, he was calm enough for a 3-6 to be the champion at Rodeo Houston. Haley, congratulations. Tell your dad we all said hi. Step forward and receive which you have truly earned, Cowgirl. You were his servant today.
That buckle and saddle coming from Fred Forthuber, the president of Oxy Energy Services, along with Dr. Bowman and our First Lady, Miss Zane Carew. Congratulations, Haley Williams, our champion breakaway roper at Rodeo Houston. Thank you to Oxy for sponsoring the ladies.
All right, fans, I know at the home and in here, you're ready to ride some bulls. It's gonna happen because of Whataburger. They lined them up like this. J.B. Mooney, the millionaire. Josh Frost, the reserve champion of the world. Creek Young, he is our Resistol rookie. And Kai Hamilton, the Aussie. Folks, if Kai Hamilton rides his bull, it'll be 6 in a row. Whataburger said, let's buck 'em, Andy.
J.B. Mooney will be the first one to go. This is the bull that we had last year. They won the $50,000 on. This is Yellowstone.
Come on, ride that slide.
Just trying to get him to stand up. There you go.
He's still squatting, Chad.
Ouch. Oh, no, 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 no. All right, everybody just grit your teeth. The first best medicine is prayer. Now's the time to share one.
We have our team here from Houston Methodist standing by. Make sure that our athletes have all the care that they need.
I mean, it just catapulted him right on that bull's horns.
So now, Butch Kirby, one of our judges, is coming up, and just I'm thinking I want to see what kind of condition he's in, if any.
Well, these healthcare professionals, I promise you, are under the supervision of emergency medical physicians. They'll immediately evaluate how he is. Folks, there's no way for us to say, but it's an extreme sport. Because of the extreme nature of this sport, cowboys, cowgirls face injuries that aren't typical of ordinary athletes. And our medical professionals, they're ready to deal with it.
So right now, we are giving the time necessary to take care of JB. And we will keep you updated because we don't want to speculate any type of injury, but once we receive more information, we will keep you updated. And we appreciate the patience that you're giving us and the time needed to take care of JB.
And guys, is there a more beloved bull rider than JB? I mean, that guy has got a fan base that is huge, and it's because he's a cowboy, not just a bull rider, right? I mean, a lot of guys ride bulls, but this guy's the real thing as far as being a cowboy. And when I say he's tough, he's as tough as any piece of leather you could cut him from.
He can rope. He could ride broncs if he needed to.
If you guys don't mind, let's maybe lift him up with just a little bit of applause and let him know we're thinking about him. It's truly one of those athletes that does it for the people that love him the most, fans of our sport.
All right, as they're making their decision, if we move, we'll go to Josh Frost. Now, just let me give you a little mind psych. If you're the next guy to ride and you just had to live through that, how do you block it out? Could be your traveling partner, could be one of your 10 best friends. Josh Frost is coming in here from Utah today with only $3,000 won.
I think the biggest thing too, Bob, is the necessity. What do you need to do?
Well, on this bull, first of all, he's got to ride him. He bucked off everybody who got on him in San Antonio. He's going to do it again. I'm not going to make excuses for Josh Frost, and he's walking perfect, but there is something wrong in the level of his riding talents over the last 2 years. That's not the Josh Frost I've been watching.
Watch this bull, though. As soon as he gets Josh on the ground, the bullfighters swarm in, and then the bull goes on a victory lap. I mean, Josh goes into the well. That's the direction of the spin. The one place you don't want to go is the direction of the spin. And there's your 3 bullfighters. There's Josh. Meanwhile, the bull is at the south end of the pen going, look at me. Look out, Leon. We've done this once before today. Leon, pay attention. Pay attention. He sees you, Leon. Hold up.
Leon is not afraid. He was the Grand Marshal of the parade downtown Houston 25 days ago.
So this is interesting, fellas. The bull that you see, Milburn Special, has bucked off the man we just watched, Josh Frost, 4 times. But when they ride this bull, there are some huge numbers. Chance Shot was 91 on this bull in Denver earlier this season. So if we could just make it to the whistle, Creek Young of Springfield, Missouri, has an outstanding chance at taking home the title from the Bayou City.
Former Resist All Rookie of the Year award winner. He's been to the national finals. He's won rounds at the NFR.
In his rookie year.
Yes, sir.
2021. Cassidy. Houston, help him! Oh, that bull had the audacity to jump back and step on him. 7:02 is where the judge hit the clock. Oh my goodness. Houston, don't you believe he needs a round for what he did in 7 seconds? On an 8-second needed ride. Look at them bullfighters. Good job, boys.
Don't quit.
It's the first look for the second time today of an Australian cowboy named Kai Hamilton. Was the only man to ride in round 1 from the 10 round. If he rides this bull, he wins it.
So, and with that, Andy, think about it. He has yet to buck off a bull at this rodeo. He won the first round of his Super Series, the second round of his Super Series, the 3rd round. Then he won the semifinal, and then won the 10 round tonight. That's 5 bulls in a row. If he can go 6 for 6, this long, tall Australian, when I say he's tall, folks, he's like 6'1".
Yes, it, champ.
Here's the problem. He's got a bull that is unridden.
They call this bull the Soccer Mom.
Yeah, but Soccer Mom has never had Kai Hamilton, okay? Of the 10 times this bull has thrown somebody, never was that somebody's name Kai Hamilton.
Well, Boyd, on the way in, we had this discussion. He rides right-handed. The bull primarily should go to the left. And the other day, we were watching him get on that last bull. If you watch where his hand goes, he'll put it nearly dead center, just a hair off to the right. And if there's 2 guys right now that can ride a bull away from their hand, it's Stetson Wright and Kai Hamilton. And they travel together. Sul Ross University is pretty proud of this kid right here.
Whatever it takes, Kai, go win.
Houston, you want to see him ride an unrideable bull?
Then you got to help him. When this gate opens up, you got to do you. Come on, Houston, do you.
Left foot. Yes. No.
We're out. Woo-hoo. So you want to be a bullfighter, do you?
I do believe those bulls know what we're saying. I do believe they know what they're doing. Andy, you agree?
No, I do. That's why they're here. You're not here if you're subpar at your job. We have 3 of the best in the business, keeping the bull away from the Cowboys. Come on, let's give a round of applause. So, we told you that we would keep you updated on the status of J.B. Mooney, and he is up and talking to our medical officials.
I think they told me, though, that he is not going to be competing, is what I was told.
Yes.
And so we're going to have a ride-off in the bull riding. So if JB doesn't go, and that was what we were told was going to be the situation, then the 3 guys that all bucked off their bull are going to all have to climb on the back of another bull.
Well, they got some nice bulls like Indian Larry, Raging Cajun, Keep Talking, the Boom Box. We got a whole alley full of them ready for them.
So now it's just going to be who gets which one of these bulls based upon how they advanced.
That is a beautiful camera angle, so you can see all of the playing field that our athletes compete on here inside NRG Stadium. You see how wide that arena is.
So, folks, while we let these guys, everybody stay tuned for a second, because while we let these guys get their ropes back and the ropes on their new bulls, we want to show you just how crazy the bulls have been for all 20 days. Check this little reel out. That'll make you want to be a dentist. Not quite as dangerous as that bull ride is. Okay. Mr. Kirby, have you assigned the correct bull riders to the correct bulls?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, they will go back to the drawing process. You don't just go, oh, I like the big one, I want the little one, I'll take the yellow one. All bulls have a name and a number and a reputation. Helmets readjusted. I want you to think about the whipping that they took in the last, 20 minutes?
So if you
We do want to remind you, just in case you didn't hear it just a few moments ago, J.B. Mooney is up and walking around under his own power. So that's great news to hear, but he will not be competing.
So let's explain how this is going to go. Just in the event that we don't get to the 8-second whistle in this ride-off, the man who rides the longest is going to be crowned the champion in this ride-off right here. So of these 3 guys to go, JB being injured, unable to go, and this is Josh on a bull branded 05, and that would be the bull that came out of the ride-off pen.
All right, as you give it to us, 05 is a bull we call Rooster. That's how they're drawn back. Oh, this big chicken can buck. It's working. That's the Josh Frost I was talking about 15 minutes ago.
Sorry.
There it is. Chance shot, help him back up on there. I said that wasn't the Josh Frost I'd been watching. Now it is. 86 points.
So Bobby and Andy, this is what he did. He just told these other 2 guys, you got to ride to whoop me. If you're going to whoop me, you got to get to the whistle. And so now let's test these final 2 bull riders and see if they have what it takes.
Creek Young of Springfield. The bull is called Dim Chicks. Must have some sort of poultry. Oh, Dim Tricks, I was about to say, yeah.
That's better.
If there's a poultry thing going on, that would be par for the course for the Serbies. They got quite the bird operation. 86.5 is what it's gonna take to beat Josh Frost, Creek. Ride this bull and let the judges do the rest of it.
Those are my common sense rules. But to ride the bull part, let's do it here, Creek. 2021, Resisto, Ricky, and he's doing it. Oh my God, look at that clock.
Check the clock. 7.97. The rule book says you must ride for 8. How many of y'all want us to round up?
I know.
Boyd, why would you tease everyone like that? We can't work off a rounding error. No score for Creek.
All right, and then there was one. Josh, breathe, Josh, breathe. I know it's not easy. There's the man that sits on the 86 score. Here's the man that could, well, he could have rode 6. This will be his 7th bull. The Aussie from Solomons University.
You'll be the champ you are. I want to see them hat throws. Do some cool, have some fun.
23 years of age. Bad memory.
Never had one. Got a bull, Kai. Get your left foot in him. He's gonna spur him.
You bet he is. The bull that bucked him off is nothing but a last memory. All Josh Frost can do is clap because he knows that was a great effort from Kai Hamilton. Watch this replay. Bull does everything he can to try to get him over the front. Not the Aussie, 90.5 for Hamilton.
I want to see what happened at the end of this as they're all cheering him on. You know, because we look up, it was over, we thought it was, and this bull is gonna, whoa. I mean, that'll jerk a knot in your rope right there. Bullfighters, Thank you for what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes your hero. Josh, be proud of your second, buddy.
Here's how it will shake out. Hamilton continues his winning ways. Frost will get 23 grand. Creek Young and J.B. Mooney, your top 4 this year at Rodeo Houston. But all of it was earned. Nothing was given. What an outstanding bull riding as our champion gets everything gathered up and stands by with Boy.
Yo, I'm gonna let Kai kind of get a little comfortable. I'm sure most of you saw how that ride ended after the 90 and a half. So I thought to myself when I saw you down there and that bull was beating you that, hey, this bull riding is fun and easy, isn't it?
It is when you're not hurting.
It is when you're not hurting. If you couldn't tell, Kai is from Australia. Went to college at Odessa College first, then to Sul Ross. And so just out of curiosity, I'll ask you this question before we get into your ride. How important was college rodeo to you turning pro in the United States?
It was a big help. I mean, when I come over here, I didn't really know anyone, didn't have many contacts or anything, so it was a good way to get started and get my feet wet. And I mean, I had a place to stay, had practice bulls, and a coach, great coach, CJ Aragon, that pretty much paved my way into the pros. And shoot, if it wasn't for him, probably wouldn't have got the start that I did. So big thanks to him.
Yeah, big thanks to all those college rodeo coaches, and CJ's one of them. So just so you know, we have like dozens of cameras here, and we're going to show you your ride and the end of it with every one of them. So feel free to tell us what's going through your mind at any point in time. Here we go, Kai Hamilton on the bull. Go, bud.
Yeah, that bull was kind of steep out of there and kind of moving forward and wanting to get me back, and then out of nowhere he just started pushing back and wanting to get me out over the front end, and right there my hand wouldn't come out of my rope. I had it a little too sticky, but it doesn't matter when you win.
So what are you thinking when you're on the ground and he's camped on you like that?
I was trying to get up, but when you got one of them guys pushing on you against the fence, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, when there's 1,800 pounds of bucking bull pushing you up against a steel fence, you can't get away. And you got 3 of the best bullfighters in the world trying to save your life. Here's another look at the hooking.
Yeah, when you got them 3 guys in the arena, you feel like you could ride a mountain lion. I mean, they're the best in the business, and they're doing everything they can, and you know they're going to be right there with you. So hats off to them, and we wouldn't be able to do our job if it wasn't without them.
Well, buddy, I can tell you this. You rode 6 out of 7 bulls that you got on here, which means your total earnings will be over $62,000. So congratulations, Kai. You are the champion bull rider of Rodeo Houston. We're proud of you.
Congratulations again as we welcome in Mark Brown and Aaron Valdez from Whataburger. They are the brand leaders. There's Dr. Bowman and our First Lady, Miss Zane Caruth. Congratulations again, Kai Hamilton, our champion bull rider at Rodeo Houston. Thank you again to our friends at Whataburger.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to have a moment